character?
We'll find out.
Because I don't think I'm using containers. I think you might be the only one using containers.
I'm using them too, but
the one thing that they don't have yet is that you can't move custom items between containers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal works.
Like, what kind of spaghetti code leads to that?
Yeah, literally just the existence of having containers breaks the converter.
How long ago were containers implemented?
the first batch was a while ago.
2 months-ish ago. It's hard to tell time in quarantine eras, but they finally got it right about 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Wait.
Now you can you can put stuff into a container and then select that container to not be added to your weight.
So
hey,
I can't. My Roll20 isn't loading. I don't know why. Oh, it's not loading. I had to refresh. That was concerning. That still is concerning, but it works now, I guess. Also, I think you said welcome, but they're different.
I think they also changed it so that you can finally see all of your notes from your inventory screen. Like, it used to only show some of the notes. But yeah, they add some padding now so that you can fully see all the notes you've added to an item, which is great.
Hey, so I wanted to tell you that, again, I need to leave right when the session would end, because I want to catch a bus right after the session, because there's a business that closes, and I desire to give them my patronage.
All right.
And that leaves at like 5:35 from the end of my street. And it's like a 1-minute walk, but it does, like, I do need to leave.
You never know what the bus is.
Because it closes right after.
Okay.
All right.
What are you gonna read? Hey,
Alright, well,
Jazz.
we're all here. The gang's all here.
The game's on.
So, I'm assuming by the time we get to Team Jailbreak, we've had long rests on these characters, because a couple days have passed.
So this is actually going to be 4 days of abject misery in Jokrub's temple. I think in this situation, would any of you get in trouble to the point where you would get kicked out of heaven?
I'm not in heaven.
I mean, Herschel is going to really enjoy the misery, but other than that...
Check out this
I'm
guy.
not in heaven, am I?
No, you're not. I'm talking to the people in heaven. Because Herschel is not in heaven.
Cal is probably really meticulous about staying in good graces, because they know that it's super dangerous and they have a bunch of bad associations with prison and being kicked out of places. And also it's dangerous because they're an aspect. And so if anything goes wrong, it could go super, super wrong. So Cal is probably really trying hard to stay on Jokrub's good side.
Well, Jokrub is especially busy. So whenever Jokrub would have showed up around here, he would have had this very irritable disposition where, of course, you've interacted with Jokrub before. He's very hard to stay in what appears to be an irritable mood. He'll quickly pretend to bounce back. But you can tell every time he's not putting on this act that he is really going through something and he's not enjoying it one bit.
Can I try rolling persuasion or something to see if I can do extra well at the Jokrub situation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
Well, that was a natural 20. I think at some point around the 3rd day or so, Jokrub would have broken down here. Let's get you guys back into your cells, you criminal scum.
It's the 3rd day when the barrier goes down?
The 3rd day is, in fact, where the barrier goes down, which is why this scene is especially important. Jokrub creates the staircase and goes up to inspect everyone once again. Coral's once again asking to be let out. No, you won't be let out. No, nothing of the sort. Hello, Happy. Hello, Calsevere. Have you decided to join me yet?
No.
Calsevere.
My good and aged friend, Jockrob, I appreciate your hospitality through these long and trying periods. Thank you for doing what you can for us. Please give me more time to consider your offer. I must go deep into these mysteries.
Yes. I'm sure you've had some time to consider the nature of the Urske. Anyone know what the... No? You didn't hear it from me.
Please forgive my ignorance, Jockrob.
Oh, it's sort of like a code way of saying curse without letting anyone know about it. Urske. What do you think?
Calsevere, like, turns around to ponder, but is rolling their eyes real hard.
I thought it was very clever. I actually came up with it first. Anyway, and Jockrob actually is in a little bit of a better mood as he thinks that he's getting through to you. You've convinced him that you're actually considering it. Anyway, and suddenly there's this rush of energy that goes through all of your bodies and you feel invigorated. You no longer have disadvantage on your skill checks or attack rolls. One of the barriers is down. Hooray.
Skill checks and attacks?
Yeah, anything that I believe it was only attack rolls, but there's also an area deeper down that had skill checks. Whoops. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Oh my god, I'm taking that out of my notes. The lower floors had disadvantage on skill checks, and then I realized it didn't matter. Why did I put that in my notes? You were never going to do it. Oh well.
It's
Jockrob-
sometimes hard to tell the difference between Pog the GM and Jockrob the character.
Yeah, he's very similar to me, isn't he? Jockrob at this point suddenly gets really nervous. All right, Coral, you're out of prison now. I need my wizard. I really need my wizard. And he opens the lock, unchains Coral, and Coral just gleefully spins around in the air, is now flying. Genesis, do you want to join me? And I mean for real now, like with the gas and everything.
Oh shit, I was muted. I said I haven't gotten to hit anyone with a greatsword yet, and I kind of feel like that was important, but I'm not really feeling the whole Gaius thing. You might order me to know something, and that would be unfortunate.
Hey, who's saying no Jockrob? Yeah, the older token for Genesis. Get the newer token.
I bet it's Happy doing that.
The on model one.
Always Happy doing it.
Wait, were you able to hear me earlier?
We were.
Oh, okay.
We're just also fixing this token issue where you're using the old token in this scene.
Oh.
So I know that days have passed, but were the conditions for long rest met?
Yes.
Okay. And we wouldn't have our equipment with us, right?
Not
It would be
yet.
taken away after the battle? Okay, so I cannot change my spells.
All right, Jockrob and Coral are going to head out at this point. For a brief moment, you feel like there's peace. And then you feel the second of the incredible auras to come over you here. And this one is so much worse. All of you, including Aphros, including Herschel, all of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
As everybody in this compound is feeling this.
That's my worst save.
A natural 20.
Oh, I actually got a nat 20. Too.
I got a natural 1.
What?
That's three nat 20s out of our first 10 rolls this session.
These are non-consequential. What?
Herschel is fine.
Herschel is fine. Herschel is fine. Happy is fine. Calcivier and Genesis, however, failed the save. As this wave of...
That should have been a 25. That's Wielder's wisdom save. But yeah.
Wow.
I'm just making a note of that.
Bah.
Incredible. All right, you are completely unaffected by this, but what happens here is you feel this extremely potent wave of just negativity that runs through you. Genesis and Calcivier, you are unable to hold yourself together and the result of it, and...
Of course Herschel would not be affected by that. Come
That's
on.
true. Cal, Genesis, you are stunned by this feeling here. And after a while, Jockrob and Coral come back. And Jockrob is notably a lot happier, but Coral is terrified. And you hear a set of footsteps leading up on its way. Everybody, I have a guest for you. My mother's come to visit. Oh, she wanted to meet with someone else. You wouldn't happen to know where your friends are, would you, Happy or Calcivier? You know, the ones that broke into my realm?
How are we supposed to know if we're stuck in a cage?
Oh, I don't know. You always have little tricks up your sleeves, don't you?
My dearest and friendliest aspect, my long friend Jockrob. We hardly knew that this place existed when we entered. How would I know which part of it they were in?
Well, I don't know. You killed Finn. You have a way of figuring these things out.
We sort of play it by ear, I would say.
Well, I suppose that's that. My mother will be coming to visit very shortly. She's just going to inspect all the prisoners and make sure everything is in place. Be on your best behavior. She's quite terrifying.
Pog, what's the name of my fox? My group's fox?
I don't know. What do you want to name it?
Shit. Oh no.
Anna Marie the second.
Wait, no, this is Anna Marie the senior.
How do I enable the beyond 20 rolling? Do I have to turn on the D20 rolling dice?
Beyond 20? Do you have the extension? Should be.
Yeah,
there
I
somewhere.
just enabled it again so I can use it for Herschel.
You might refresh the. Did you refresh the character sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Don't
You
I have to
see
turn
it.
on the in-browser dice?
Maybe.
Well, okay, I say, Andromeda might know if you, brought her back. And give her back to us.
I'm not giving the foxes. Actually, my mother's come to reclaim the foxes.
Reclaim? What do you mean?
He starts whistling his theme song as he walks down the stairs. And Aphros and Herschel, for some reason, are completely unaffected by this.
Oh, it's obvious why Herschel isn't affected.
As we follow Jockrob as he meets with his mother, we see every prisoner that they stop by on their way down. Aphros once again is on Herschel duty here, and everybody on their way down is either completely paralyzed with fear or very uneasy at the proceedings. Aphros, you are in charge of trying to get Herschel to crack. You've been instructed not to use any sort of violence after the whole debacle of you throwing a javelin at Jockrob. He's taken away your weapon privileges. What do you do to try to get Herschel to crack?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Well, first I have to take away his fleece, because he was using that.
Using
Say
that
take
as a
away his
blanket
face?
at night. Oh, dice rolling.
Look,
here.
little man, I may not be allowed to beat you anymore, but I can still confiscate your stuff.
I was using that blanket. It's fine. I'll make another next time I find a rat.
The cold ground's good enough for you, right? You'll survive. You're strong.
I've had worse.
Exactly, that's the spirit. No, wait, that's the wrong idea. You gotta suffer.
Thank you.
You gotta pretend to suffer.
You're such a kind and supportive friend.
It's at this moment that Jockrob begins to step down. You feel this wave of energy intensify. Jockrob is followed by Coral. Everyone hates Coral. Haha! Look who it is, Afrosusis. I have earned my freedom. And he glances over his shoulder, and then his bravado just quickly fades away. You hear the footsteps coming down more clearly, as it's like stone on metal, like some sort of golem is going down.
Oh, it's the little lady. Look who it is. Welcome to our humble abode.
And then Mother Jockrob appears. Everyone's favorite, everyone's beloved.
We didn't even
And-
know she existed until now.
Is there music playing, by the way?
No.
Okay, good.
Mother
be a kid.
Jockrob appears. A woman with onyx skin that appears like stone itself, with a third eye on her head as she steps forward.
We did see her somewhere. Where did we see her? Was that in the memory?
We know that this is Sylvania,
Yeah.
but she just steps forward and looks at you, Aphros. Make a wisdom saving throw against fear.
Now it's time to roll the one.
Okay. As she looks at you, her third eye on her head begins to seemingly grow, and it stares you down. And like this incredibly buff, tall man with a golden afro, you can see him start to shiver a little bit reflexively. She just looks at Herschel. Herschel, make a wisdom saving throw against fear.
Oh, hello. 16.
Does not make it. Jockrob, these people will not amount to anything. I do not see any reason that you should be worried about them. So far, the prisoners that you have collected are worthless. Execute them all. I can't do that, Mother. If I execute them, then who will fight in my armies? Mother Jockrob just shakes her head sadly. And so, Jockrob, Coral, and Mother Jockrob, who we know as Sylvania, head up rather than down. They viewed all the prisoners in hell, and now it's time to go to heaven. As it's called.
Who was that nice lady? Is she a drow, or is that just the token you're using?
That's just the token. It's actually
Okay.
remarkably close to what Sylvania looks like. Her skin is made of obsidian. She is a taller woman. about like 6 feet tall with stark white hair, and she has a third eye on her skin. Her skin looks like it's made entirely out of rocks, and when she steps on wood or on stone, it sounds like stone on stone, further reinforcing this belief. But it is strangely supple in the sense that her skin does not seem like a statue coming to life. You get the sense she would be very hard to hit with a weapon.
What, besides being made of onyx, does she look like a certain type of race? Elf, human, gnome, dwarf? What kind of?
She looks more human than anything, but it's really hard to tell because the number of features that humans have, among them is not third eye and onyx. Could be anything, really.
Yeah, I was just going for like a general body shape.
Right.
Right.
She's built like a stick as well, like very thin, tall type of person. She steps up here and immediately, without looking at everyone else, heads towards and stares at you, Happy. Happy, please make another wisdom saving throw.
Can I do something as she approaches? Like, do I recognize this as the source of the aura from before?
Oh, immediately.
Okay, then I very quietly, when she appears, I channel divinity.
Oh my god.
For the Watcher's will, and now all my friends have advantage. I'm trying to find the feature so I can click it.
Isn't something.
Nice.
Ooh,
Cool laser beam, dude.
advantage.
Oh, that has to be within 30 feet of me.
Done.
Oh, okay, so you just take the first. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
There's-
god, that's so tiny.
Double
What are the
odds.
chances?
30 feet. Try
she
About
stares at you.
120.
I see that you have that accursed light. I feel it. She reaches her hands through the bars and like gently strokes your cheek.
Light.
Tell me, why do you possess this power? For what reason? To what goal?
I'm not at liberty to say.
She looks at you with this third eye and nods. Why does Happy? Bear in mind that by looking at you with this third eye, she has read your thoughts, in addition to causing fear. Why is it that Happy seeks out and protects the living light?
We'll finally find out.
She was chosen. That's it.
Aw.
So simplistic, and yet so pure. Much like the light itself. Tell me, do you know what lies at the other end of this light?
No.
Have you thought? Its goal is merely to gain access to this plane. It does not care for what it destroys in the process. And you, dear Aspect. I did not expect you to avoid this aspect's control to this extent. So weak within you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's me making another wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Yep.
Fails, saving. Fails. Oh, you just retyped it. Okay, got it. Wow.
You are filled with fear as this eye seems to expand and look into you. And she smiles at you. You have been through quite the ordeal, have you not?
I focus on thinking about Sereth and the power of Sereth and how it's superior to aspects and has this great potential for my personal life and my goals and how they have such deep secrets. And also that they hate the Conclave.
Calcivir hates the Conclave?
Seraph hates the Conclave, and I feel like that's I mean, they hate the Conclave for trapping the spirits, and or spirits. I don't know if they're spirits exactly. I guess they're demons. I feel like they're the same thing, sort of. Cal thinks they're the same thing, sort of. Cal doesn't really get the difference between demons and spirits.
Speaking of demons, is the demon inside of you not unaffected by this?
Ooh.
That's an interesting question here. Does the demon make it safe?
Or tried to protect Cal or anything?
That demon inside of me.
The
I
demon
guess
makes
they don't
it
give a
safe.
shit.
How's the demon going to help?
I don't know. You can already contain the aspects.
Yeah, the demon's working on the inside. We got Mother Jockrob on the outside.
Could shield the mind or something. I don't know.
If only it had that power.
Only.
Cal gives this really courteous bow to Mother Jockrob.
So, Jockrob, dear, please have the Warforge escorted out. I must speak to these... the Rising, as they're called, in private.
We are but minor interlopers on you at the domain.
Begrudgingly takes you out, Genesis. How willingly do you go?
Did they say why I'm taking me out?
She is speaking to the Rising in private.
Oh. You think I don't know how to keep a secret? I worship God of Secrets, so...
Your gods are false.
No, your god is false.
She shakes her head. Leave.
Okay, but I'm keeping the greatsword. I'll hit anyone with it that is doing wrong things, I guess.
Jockrob gives you a thumbs up. Coral at this point is like absolutely terrified and immediately hides behind you.
Is Jockrob leaving too?
Yep.
Okay.
Jockrob is, after all, a mama's boy. So, happy, Calcivir. Let's not beat around the bush. I know everything that you know. I wish you luck in your escape, though I won't be stopping you. I ask you only one thing. What do you really have planned for the writ? Be honest.
Cal looks at Happy.
To give it to the living light.
The living light would see it destroyed. Is that your goal?
Sure. That seems perfectly fine. I don't care about the material plane.
Wait, you disregard my home?
I mean, it's a good thing. Then Nire can do things to help you, right?
Is it not a protective force in favor of Nire?
Yes, the writ is two-sided. It protects the deities and protects the deities from those that would cause them harm, so that they may do what they choose. However, with the writ gone, the living light will be able to attack the deities.
You would have my everything that I've known, all that I've met.
I'm sure
The
living
entire
light-
world, which I've seen so many parts of. You would have it ripped asunder? Happy?
I don't think it would be ripped asunder. There was not a writ always, right? Writ's a new thing, isn't it?
To me, yes.
But those looking in, those that have waited, they must have such passions.
I mean, Nire will protect you. It's fine.
Nire will be destroyed, as will all the gods. The writ is the only protection that they have. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, they are quite weak, with the exception of Irula.
There you go. Rula will protect them all. It's fine.
Irula will do nothing. She does not care for those deities. They grew up with her, but she has abandoned them. They are petty kings at best. Happy you would see this plane sink into chaos, while you abscond into the Feywild, protected. That is your goal.
Happy just shrugs her shoulders.
Calcivir, can you really work with such a person? This is your leader.
I have always had faith in the forces of the Stone Wall and their choices.
And given control, Happy would see that this plane be destroyed, to serve an entity that she worked with just because they chose her.
I'm not sure we should be quick to trust her word, Calcivir. She wants us to not work together.
I don't care what you do. Do you know that every time you defeat an aspect, it expands my power in the material plane? Whether you kill them or not.
Ultimately, if destroying the writ will cause chaos in the material plane, does that not affect you?
It doesn't matter. I won't allow you to do this. I have my own plans for the writ. You are but a mortal. You couldn't possibly understand what 10,000 years of planning would do. Everything that you've ever experienced, every thought you ever had, was something part of my machinations, and is just a footnote in my grand history.
So, every time we defeat an aspect, you get stronger?
Correct.
Even if we kill the original aspect holder or don't kill? Does that matter at all?
If you kill them or don't kill them, the act of opposing the aspect holder is what grants this power. It is a miniature apotheosis.
Well, it expands her power or expends it?
Expands with an A.
Why would she not want that? Isn't that good for her?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's playing us. That's why she's keeping us around. She wants us to destroy all the aspects. Otherwise, she'd just kill us right now, right? I guess.
I mean, she's working with an aspect she could kill right now. Background.
I think it's someone else opposing the aspect that gives her power, is what she said right now. Wait, what was it she just said, Pog?
Yeah, that's what she said. The act of opposing them is like a miniature apotheosis. But if you don't oppose them, you'll be trapped here forever.
What is the better course of action, or what does anything different happen if we kill the aspect owner or don't kill them?
One less person alive. Not that I care what happens.
It doesn't do anything to Shadepool?
No, why would it?
Well, we were told that people that die for the glory of the preacher strengthen Shadepool. Is this true?
This is true. But it doesn't matter how they die.
So, a preacher or an aspect holder that dies, are they dying for the glory of the preacher?
Who told you this, child?
Well, I'm asking. I'm not sure.
Slaypool is the source of the stone dragon egg. I have used the stone dragon to trap the souls. Whether they die for the preacher or not doesn't matter. It's because they're dying within the range of my god.
I see. So anybody who dies within the range of your god. Doesn't matter if it's for the preacher?
She smiles and holds her hands out wide. You can't beat me. I've already won.
I mean, we could just kill less people. It won't power up as much.
Have you seen my hand? It reaches out into the seats, the slave pool. Your city, Your wretched buildings that you carve into the backs of my deity. It's despicable. A foul surgery that cannot be allowed.
Is this what the stone dragon also thinks of Slaypool?
This is what I think, and I am its speaker.
Are you its listener?
Its listener is a man who is dead to me.
Well, then you don't really know the thoughts of the stone dragon.
She looks at you with like a wry smile. I wonder. She actually rips the jail cell, like the door out of its bars, and she approaches. And once again, she puts a finger up on your chin and lifts you up to look at her. Tell me, Happy Fizzelbang, how bright does your light shine in the darkness? I will be killing your foxes now. There is only one method of escape.
There aren't any other foxes out there?
She opens up the staircase, puts after putting the jail cell bar back, and immediately casting mending, something you've never seen done before.
Oh shit.
And then steps down the staircase.
She's tired of the questions. Rip.
Well, I think that went quite swimmingly, Happy. We both lived through that, and I think that we learned some things.
I think so too. It was
And
very
of course, I
scary.
believe in your leadership. I hope that my disagreement didn't distract you too much.
Well, it's fine. It's a different situation once we're actually there in front of the egg, right? Who knows what we decide to do?
Cal watches the entrance and listens for any sign that people are returning or anything.
Yeah, after a while, Coral and Jockrob would return. Along with Genesis. Genesis, you wouldn't immediately be put into your cell. So, I hope my mother didn't scare you too much. She's quite intimidating. You know, Mommy. Well, everyone, she's just stopped by for a visit. I've been collecting foxes for a while, and my mother is going to, I guess, consume them.
Except Andromeda, right? Andromeda's going to be fine.
No.
That's kind of rude.
Well, the foxes are going to be eaten, and I'm afraid there isn't anything you can do about it. My
I can
mom...
hit you with a greatsword.
Oh, please
You
don't
have
do that.
given me this power to hit people with things when they do bad stuff.
Well, first of all, it's my mother doing it, and if you hit my mother with a greatsword, I'll be quite cross. And secondly, and far more importantly, you don't know in the slightest who you're fucking with.
Oof.
You imbued me with the greatsword power. You can't take that back.
He's suddenly, like, furious as he turns to you. How dare you? Tell me what is and isn't good in my world.
You made me a judge of that. You gave me the greatsword, remember?
And now I've cast you down to hell.
Wow, that's rude.
And he reaches out his hand. Give me back the sword.
Can I bop him with it?
You can certainly try.
Alright, I will bop him non-lethally with the greatsword. I don't know how to roll that. Do I have proficiency with greatswords?
Please roll initiative.
Okay. I heard you can certainly try.
I'm gonna give it to him after I bop him with it. But first I'm gonna bop him with it.
Apologies, cool. I'm not gonna change on that.
I think this is a smart choice, actually. You can see how strong he is, at least a little bit.
I already threw javelins at him and missed. And then got
I have a -1 initiative. Sorry, that is a 13.
13? Yeah, I was wondering how you have that.
One bit here. Hold on. I need to pull up a bunch of...
Uh-oh.
And you could take this time, Tim, to roll up a third character.
Uh-oh.
I barely lived and I had like 64 HP. So.
Pollock's pulling out the character sheet for the Tarask right now.
Not exactly, but
Summon Trask is a good spell.
All right.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty good.
I gotta
just-
roll a replacement character for Happy. 1 second.
No, Happy is fine. Don't worry about Happy.
The Trask has Trask is huge, bro. They're gonna break the whole heaven.
Wait, did she break one of the doors? Someone can help me.
No, I got fixed.
No, she bended it back. Apparently,
Oh,
Instantly.
pretty
Yeah.
scary.
This is
Did
short
not
term.
take
And with multiple breaks, which is, ooh, I want that.
She's level 20
That's great.
sorcerer, level 20 wizard,
mean,
level 20
Use
cleric.
wish.
So that's like a level 5 mending.
That's actually just like it's a spell. It's just you've never seen that spell used before.
It's
But
just like
Is Great Hole a
creation
thing
or some
in
synonym
fucking?
of that.
No, it's not.
There's a spell that does this.
It's like the word. It's like a synonym of creation, like fabricate
Okay.
or something
Yeah,
like that.
fabricate is similar, but fabricate is 10
Yeah.
minutes. Hang on.
It's
You don't have to look it up. You've got enough going on.
Yeah. I was not expecting combat in this encounter.
uh-oh. Yo, if Genesis wins though, I'd be lit.
1v1
I'm
Jagro.
not trying to win. I'm just trying to bop him because he said that I'm supposed to bop people that are being rude.
You're gonna smack him and then give him the sword back. Yeah, but
I
He
wonder if
can't
the lightning can
give you
actually
the
hit
sacred right of a
inside.
great sword and just take it back.
I think Jockrum's gonna do a bunch of hopefully non-lethal shit back.
I mean, he just said he should kill everyone anyways. So.
Jockey Rubby with chalky milk.
Okay. I got at least one of their stat blocks. Full disclosure, I did not fully prepare Jock Rob's stat block as I was not expecting you to fight him immediately, which admittedly was kind of a foolish part on mine. So let's have a 10-minute break while I fill out the rest of this, shall we?
I don't think it's gonna matter, is it?
Well,
Or just
yeah.
for RP or whatever.
I guess I might be trying to just kill him.
What's our boy,
could-
the guy that's
you
gonna
could just-
get us out of here? What's his name? Extraction.
Herschel Monroe.
Oh, yeah, I mean him, but also Aphros' friend, the lady. I think it was a lady. I think Grant, is that their name? What if they come and break us out during the fight, and then we do the boss fight right now?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Grants.
And then we all roll new characters.
Everyone taking double damage. Yeah. So are we doing 10-minute break?
Yeah. I have to.
So.
I actually have to
Okay.
remake this stat block.
It means he
it's-
could, in theory, do it. He could succeed. Let's slow the chances.
We can just keep up our trend of crits per minute.
Thing is, keep the trends of crits per minute, and then Happy and Cal break out of their cells, right? They scream, and then Herschel and Afro show up, and then we do the boss fight. That'll be sick.
Jagrum,
You don't have any
help.
equipment.
You guys can't hear him down there. Just so you know.
Just punch him to death. For 5 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have none of our stuff on us. I guess technically I have the daggers, but I can't break out of the cell. I don't have my
I'm gonna count the number of spells
Please
that I
do.
can cast right now. Let's see, 1.
I guess I could
Oh, shit.
use Superior. I already died to get some
2.
damage, but
Oh, you have the actual material
3,
components, don't
4.
you? For each of those.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean to cast the once. I've got
there-
2 spells. I've got Bane and Misty Step.
Of
Bane
the
only requires
spells I
blood.
have prepared, I can only cast 8 of them.
How impressive that you have the components for that many.
Oh well, no, those are verbal and somatic only, or
Oh.
fleece,
Or please.
which is like just major image.
I could try and Bane him All it requires is a drop of blood, which you can't really take away all our blood.
Unfortunately, Aphros and Herschel are in prison deep below. Also,
show up. Geister one. It's gonna show up.
Bros, have you ever heard of the Feywild?
I'll be right back.
okay, I've finished this preparation here.
That's
and...
probably exactly how the conversation went as well. I ask you the question, and you're like, I'm gonna go.
Well, if the break's over, then
So
I won't
I
go.
was in the room. What did Sylvania say? Chakra made me go downstairs.
Sylvania said a lot of shit, bro. Talking about the writ being destroyed would mean that according to her, the material plane would just be absurdity. Like,
Well, it's got no protection against outer planar.
nothing holding it from just being a battleground for all the different like multiplanar entities.
Including the living light.
Hey. So I've got a basic enough stat block that we can work with here. Go ahead, Genesis, and roll your attack as your first in the initiative order.
Hooray! How do I roll that? That's 1d20 plus 4 plus 3. 8.
That one.
Okay.
Do I have inspiration? I don't know. Do they have all 3 inspirations? Because I used my normal inspiration already.
They would, but yeah, go ahead. You'd have it.
Okay, then I'll use the arc inspiration. So it's 1 cool. This is the normal one that I ate up. So it's 0 cool, 0 arc, and then 1 well rested. I'm doing nothing but staying in prison, so.
I don't think we get well rested for being in prison.
No, you can.
13.
13 does not hit.
Okay. And then as an object interaction, I will hand him the sword. I say, begrudgingly, you are good at dodging. But keep in mind, the great sword will pop people who are rude.
Alright. Make a persuasion check. This is a DC 25 to avoid death.
7.
Death?
He's kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
He did just try to smack
He already
you.
says that he resurrects people.
Okay.
Do I have my armor, by the way? Or did we take that off?
No, it would have been taken off.
Okay. I'll have to unequip it then.
Okay. Jockrob is going to start off with a spell here. Make a wisdom saving throw as his horns begin to glow.
Hey, I used my channel earlier, so now I have advantage.
Nice.
21.
Nice.
All right, you are able to avoid this here. Coral is going to step back. He looks at Jockrob, and Jockrob gives like the nod of approval. Coral has been given his spell book back at this point. That is part of the reason why they went down. Coral is Jockrob's court wizard, as we've established. He's also Jockrob's biggest suck-up. And he's going to cast a spell here. A giant hand that replicates Coral's but covered in jewels reaches down and is going to attempt to grab you at this point.
Is that opposed athletics?
It is.
Okay. 15.
Okay, let's see. So this is going to be +7. Oh, wait. No. So this is a 20. You are grabbed.
33, baby.
You are grabbed. And as a bonus action, you are going to be crushed.
That's a good spell.
It's pretty good.
It's a really cool spell.
It's called the Master Hand from Smash Brothers.
That's true, it is called that. Alright, you take 12 points of damage here.
Okay.
It's your turn, you're grappled, and Jockrob is clearly fighting to kill.
I'm just kind of bemused. I'm like, you're not very good at killing people, are you?
I'm more of a thinker than a fighter.
I'm gonna take the hand off me.
All right, make an opposed strength check here.
Athletics or strength?
Yeah, athletic strength.
Okay.
Why does it have advantage on these checks? It's so obscene.
Hand is advantage.
Oh, it's a tie. Let's go. Yeah, if they're medium or smaller, you have advantage. All right, roll off. 26.
15. Is
You
that an
try your
action to get rid of it?
It is.
Okay.
You can try again though, if you have multi-attack.
No, I don't have my holy symbol, do I? So I can't cast most spells.
What level was Bigby's hand again? That's a pretty scarily high.
I think it's 5th level.
Okay. Let's not mess. Oh, Jakrub's a scary dude.
That's his core wizard.
This is cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's not even Jakrub casting that. Who knows what Jakrub can do?
Oh, I can't cast Compel Duel because it won't stop them from attacking me. It only stops me from attacking Coral.
All right.
I'll
Jakrub
cast
is
Compel Duel anyways on Jakrub and say, are you really just gonna have her kill me? It seems kind of lame.
Jakrub reaches out his hand and snaps the effect. 1 legendary resistance down.
Oh, okay.
And he holds his hand close to his chest, and suddenly you can see a giant lance of shimmering light above his head that points towards your heart. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh man, I've got advantage on that.
From what?
7 from my channel
Okay.
divinity.
Could you channel without your holy symbol? Not that it matters, but
The channel doesn't say that I require my holy symbol.
okay.
All right, you take 26 psychic damage, and you are incapacitated.
Oh, that's sad.
Is that a status?
Yeah, incapacitated means you cannot take actions or reactions.
I think I
But
know
can
what spell
move.
that
That's
is.
weird.
That's psychic. I think is what it's called. Scary spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's physics
Next,
damage.
it is going to attempt to hit you here. Coral is going to try to shoot you with the firebolt.
Oh, that's rude.
Even after the duel.
19.
Prone, so she has disadvantage.
How are you prone?
I just got incapacitated, didn't I?
Incapacitated does not make you prone. You just can't take
Oh.
actions or reactions.
Oh, it's
Okay.
it's not sleep. It's
Also,
just
Pog,
like,
did you double that damage? Because of the barrier?
Oh, I did not. So, sorry, that is 52 damage. And then this is going to be,
Wait, why is it double?
because of the barrier.
Oh.
28.
Okay.
barrier.
I am unconscious, and I think I have 1 fail because of the firebolt.
Okay, you can GM roll me a death saving throw, but Jakrub is going to finish you off.
Maybe I roll 20. And I did.
What did you?
Did you really?
Jakrub pulls out a dagger and shoves it into your heart and twists it.
Wait, did you roll in that 20?
Wait, I have a heart?
Nah.
Warforged have a pseudo heart, right?
Cool.
Like the
There's
core.
an equivalent. There's an analog. You could call it. It's not a heart, but for all intents and purposes, it is a heart.
Let this be a lesson to those of you that think you can resist me.
Are you gonna bring them back to life?
I'll sleep on it. I'm in a bad mood now. So right now my decision making is hampered by the fact that someone tried to hit me with my own sword. I'm a little upset, as you can tell. Well, toodaloo. Come on, Cora, let's go.
Why did you post a picture? Yeah.
What does Sylvania think of all this?
Sylvania is making a fox fur coat, basically.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. So she wasn't watching?
No.
Oh.
Unless someone's been hiding a fox somewhere. It is
I'm
in
gonna
your
tell her about it
sanctum.
when I get resurrected.
If you get resurrected.
So he's gonna think on it.
He's going to think on it. And I'll tell you what, the reason why he's thinking about it here is because Calcivier put him in a much better mood at the start of this session than he otherwise would have been. Because he, up until now, he was just thinking, man, I cannot find these shipwreck people. They're escaping my war. What do I do? What do I do? And then he talks to Cal. Cal's like, okay, I'm thinking of joining. He's feeling good. Then his mom shows up. It's kind of weird. Why is Sylvania here? He has this under control. So we're going to do this as a luck check. Plain and simple, 1d100. Get above a 66, and he will resurrect Genesis.
Ooh.
20.
Hey, a natural 20.
He has decided against resurrecting Genesis.
Use inspiration?
Absolutely, go ahead.
All right.
Oh, so I roll it again?
Yep. Blix will be resurrected.
Can
No,
I
Hey.
use
Natural 3.
inspiration?
You can use
This isn't
Passive
a d-
Genius.
This isn't a
Like
nat
this,
20
Evan.
roll. Can we keep using inspiration? Because this isn't advantage, is it?
if you want to burn
Can I be a rules lawyer and say that on D100 rolls lower is better?
That's not necessarily true.
You guys are
Hawk
great.
Blue said above 66.
Yeah, if you'd
Like-
like to use more inspirations to try, I will
Depending on
not
you-
hold it against you.
Depending on your
Herschel-
perspective, you might prefer to stay dead.
It's okay. Tim can play as Genesis's cousin, Genesis 2.
A whole bunch of things happened in a row that I didn't expect to happen in a row.
I'll give Herschel's well-rested inspiration.
All right. Fingers crossed.
So I don't want Tim to have to go.
Oh,
Hey!
Yes!
Eh. So I didn't want to make Tim make a new character.
I mean, he could still be like the artificer or whatever, right? Which
All
you
right.
just have to think of a different guy.
He thinks about it and like he's stewing in his own room. He's really, really mad. But on the fourth day, just as he's about to decide absolutely not, his favorite character in the entire game appears. His left-hand person. Also,
Herschel Monroe.
no, get out of here, Herschel. Get out of my room, Herschel. How many times do I have to tell you? I promoted you to heaven because you were nice to my mother, but listen. Oh, by the way, Herschel's been promoted to heaven.
Oh, so kind.
And Afros as well.
Wanky.
Yeah, you are not going to heaven after that stunt. However, his favorite person in the whole wide world,
Luxury, sweet luxury.
his court cleric appears,
Herschel.
and she walks up to him and gives him like a big hug. Chuck Rob, I've got very good news here. Really, really good news. So the Northwest, they've given up all attempts. We've found no intruders anymore. I think we've got them. And I've got better news. Up on the surface. We are all seeing this, but not the characters. Just as a reminder, this is for the players and the audience. Jock Rob's room, by the way, has a fish tank filled with jellyfish. He's a big jellyfish fan. And he has model ships that he creates, too, as well, on the table. Right now, he's sitting on his bed as she's telling him this. You see Coral is just kind of in the room as well. Interesting. That's actually good question. Calcivir asks, so to him, is the whole world Jockrod's realm or the material plane? I don't know about that. But as she's like talking to him, he like perks up. So I've got good news. It's about that fake article that the Rising put in the material plane. I know this is putting a little bit of pressure on you, but it has destroyed relationships between Capcree and the Conclave. And Jock Rob like pumps his fists. Yes! Unintended victory! Everything's going well for Jock Rob. Oh, I'm in such a good mood. And he looks over his like list of things to do. He's got like a cork board with stuff. One of them is find the people that broke my ship. And he's like stabbed a bunch of daggers into it. He has like a poorly drawn picture of Onari. And then he has collect more rabbits for Wielder. And then one of them is revive Genesis. And he uncorks it. You know what? You know what? Death is too easy of a punishment for him. And
Back
so
to the pit.
his cleric revives you. Genesis, do you wish to be revived?
Sure.
All right.
I have to do the escape plan.
Yeah, you're brought back to life.
Hooray!
Isn't there a
And-
chance with that?
Reset. Normally there is a roll that would apply in this case here. Yes. Let's
It's-
see.
It's crazy that this flavor text I gave for Defender pouncing over a table to go at
And
Jocro
crushing the
had
boat.
this huge effect. Like, yeah, he's going to jump on this table, probably crushes one of the ships. Not intentionally, just by the aspect of jumping on a table.
Yeah. You know, we do it live.
Lots big changes to that.
I did predict that the boats would be used in his domain. I just didn't expect this to go to his domain immediately.
Oh, I had no idea. I was like,
Ima-
oh, this model ship.
Imagine if you crushed like the model dragon that he had as well next to him. That'd be sick.
Okay. You are resurrected. You see a black-skinned dark elf, or not dark elf, just elf, dark-skinned elf. She is wearing what appears to be traditional Okeanan garb, specifically from Kokujima. And she smiles over you. Hey, how you?
Hello.
So the boss says you tried to hit him with the sword, thinking that'd be like a playful little jab. Don't do that.
He gave me the sword and he said to hit anyone who's being mean. And he was mean to me.
Yeah, well, what he says goes.
He should be more consistent. Well, that's what he said. He said he said I should hit anyone that I felt like was out of line. He should be consistent if he wants to have rules and all that.
She gives you like a comforting hug. I know. He's a bit unreasonable, but he's got a lot on his plate, you know. He's actually trying to save the world here.
Why is he killing people then? And also the whole like plague thing and all that.
You'll understand in a little bit. Maybe not now, but I've come to realize that things are not good. Things are a little bad out here. And there's no perfect solution to the problems. It might seem easy to you just to say, don't work with the preacher, he's evil. Just turn on him. First of all, Jockrob's not working with the preacher. Jockrob is working with Sylvania. And secondly, more importantly, Jockrob is doing all this so that he can get a continent of his own, that he can protect from everything else that's going to happen outside once, you know, the end of the world happens.
Okay. I don't understand that, and I prefer it that way. Have you heard anything about Nagroxum today? I can tell you about not understanding things.
She taps you on the head. I'm a Cophanist, silly. Okay. You're healthy enough to preach to people. You're healthy enough to go about your duties as a prisoner.
Okay. Thanks for resurrecting me.
No problem. And so the cleric of Jockrob walks away. You know her, by the way. Her name is Haruka. She's well respected amongst everyone here as being like by far the least evil person um, anywhere in this realm, I guess.
Huh.
Maybe Herschel's less evil.
No, Herschel's more evil. Herschel hasn't resurrected anyone lately.
That's because they took away his spell book.
Seraph might be less evil.
True.
True.
Well, he did. He just did. He helped with the resurrection of Genesis.
No, no, he didn't, you jabroni. That's meta. That's meta. On the fourth day, people have arrived. Beautiful little people coming from the northwest. Along with Haruka, there are a few people that are providing food to everyone. Turns out that part of the reason why the food situation was so bad was just that they were out of food. And so giving only one person a bowl saves on food budget. You may wonder, why does Jockrob not create more food? Well, Jockrob has a convenient excuse that I won't be revealing, but if you heard it, you would understand why he doesn't do that.
Sure.
Because he doesn't know how, because he's a shit.
One of the people that arrives, however, is from very clearly a member of the Harmony Patrol.
Huh.
And he arrives, he brings out the food to everyone. Just to avoid constantly switching maps, Genesis, I'm going to keep you in your cell in this map here to avoid the transition. However, you are actually in Herschel's old cell.
Can I long rest? You said something about 4 days or something?
Yeah, you can long rest.
Hooray! And is this Conclave or Harmony Patrolman? Is he a prisoner or is he like
he's
a
from
guard?
he's from the northwest.
Okay, so he's a prisoner.
I mean, in the way that everyone here is a prisoner,
Right.
but he's not like in the jail. He's free, but he's also stuck in Jockrob's place.
Okay.
And he's actually delivering out the food as well. He's brought it here. He has all this stuff. He gives the food to everyone. You notice that the people in the cells are getting much worse food than the... Oh my god, who's drawing the cool S? Yo, finish that. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wait, make it 3D. Can you make it 3D? Do you know how to make it 3D?
No.
Oh my, it's 3D! Let's go! Oh, I got completely distracted by the cool S.
You were talking about how Sylvanios was about to let us go.
Oh yeah. Sylvania lets all you guys go. Sorry about that. I'm not really evil. I just, I didn't. I'm a different person when I'm hungry, I guess. But I had a Snickers. Now I'm good again.
Oh.
No. The person in the Harmony Patrol uniform goes upstairs. He's delivering out cakes now. Delicious cakes. You have like fruits, some dried meats, a lot better than the stuff that you have as well. And he steps up to the people up top, and he looks at you, happy, and he nods. And as he gives you a cake, he reaches out and actually goes to the bottom of the pile to pick out your cake. And he looks at you and he nods his head and then gives everyone their cakes as usual.
Who's giving this out? There's a Jockrob?
It's a Harmony Patrol guy who's with the Northwest.
Gonna
Right, this is our guy,
investigate.
right? The guy who's giving us the key and all that stuff, or the thieves'
Yeah,
scrolls.
it's probably in this cake, I'd imagine. I'm gonna investigate the cake when it's clear to do so.
All right.
And we don't have to fight for food anymore.
Nope, not up here. You guys get to eat.
Another nat 20 wasted.
I'll miss the rowdiness.
Well, it's pretty fun, wasn't it, little man?
Yes, it's so nice here.
The rush, the thrill.
God, and I thought down there was nice, but up here it's amazing.
You checked out the massage chair?
Yes, I thought it was massage chair at first, but there were just cockroaches crawling around underneath it.
If you're seeing cockroaches, you might want to get your eyes checked, old man.
All right. Happy, you find there are thieves' tools, but also very strangely, there's this weird looking crystal thing. And it has a note attached to it, just kind of strung onto this crystal. It's sort of like a grayish crystal, but inside there's what appears to be like greenish and cyan lights that are fluttering about. And what this label reads as activates magic within Jockrob's keep.
It's magic within Jockrob's keep. Okay.
It's the magic key.
Yeah. It's also especially useful for you as a thief because you can just use it casually.
True.
Bonus action, baby.
Bonus. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Sylvania has taken her leave at this point. She's gone.
Rip. Can't avenge the foxes.
Did you
Can't.
eat Anna Marie? Because I would kind of miss Anna Marie.
The implication is she's wearing Anna Marie, actually.
Is that sufficient to cast Resurrection on her?
I don't know. I just don't know. But, Happy, it's time to get out of here.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
It's really light work to leave for you.
Oof.
All right. 19 is actually sufficient to pick this lock.
Now we're going to go see the temples, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
what really.
Temples.
All
right.
Is anyone having second thoughts about this? I mean, we have beds.
The temples. Yes, the temples. Don't worry. Hershey.
But yes, the temples.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get out the door?
Ooh.
You got some kind of magic thingy?
Yeah, I
probably
have
should've
this.
been
I'm gonna show the
planning.
crystal.
I need my spell book before we go.
Alright, Happy, with these expert rolls on everyone except your own, I imagine it's harder to pick your own lock than it is to pick the one from the outside. You get the kind of like
well,
reach your
it
hands
was-
through the bars.
Bend
It was
your arm around.
trickier because it had been broken.
That's true. Alright, Happy, you are able to use this crystal if you'd like here, and make your way downstairs. Now, Genesis, had been revived. Jockrab made a big deal of how benevolent he was and that everyone gets a second chance. Please join me. Just accept the gay ass.
All right, so we know, so we got to go and get him. Let's see.
You also know that there is an armory.
Cool. Am I able to take out my light shards right now?
You can.
Okay, I'll do that. What was that again? Is 1d4? Oh, it's just I roll for how many charges. That was it. Okay, that get used.
It's been a while since you played Happy.
All right, 3. Okay, that's fine because I have no charges depleted yet, so my health I think is still full. Yeah. Okay, that's how it works. Okay. And then yeah, I'll have one light shard out, and I'll have the crystal in another hand, and I'll use it. I'll use the crystal.
Okay. Let's handle this here as a skill challenge for everyone. Do you recall how to do skill challenges?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We say what we want to do.
Exactly.
And you're gonna give us time
what are the,
constraints. Maybe like
what
one,
are the
two.
obstacles in our path?
There are a number of different obstacles in your path. Most notably is that there are other enforcers like Aphros was. Before Aphros was promoted, quote unquote, in actuality he just wanted you guys up higher so that he could check on you more often. But regardless, you've been quote unquote promoted. You're no longer an enforcer, but the previous enforcers are still wandering around. One of them, Grant, is fine. Like, Grant is on your team. There's also Whisker, who's aware that you guys are trying to break out. May try to snitch on you. You don't know exactly where Whisker stands. You also know in between here and the bottom, there's a number of floors, one of which is underwater. But basically anything you could possibly imagine, Jockrob could also possibly imagine, decide this would be a cool floor for my jail cell. Of course, the standard fare of locked doors exists. With that said, what are some obstacles you can envision getting through to advance your way to the bottom?
Can
You need to get to
I?
the bottom specifically.
Yeah, the bottom where all the equipment is kept, unless you want to
Okay.
leave your stuff behind. Maybe you
I'm
do.
sorry. I was looking at my spells. Can you just list those off really quick again? You don't have to fully describe them again. Just kind of quickly list them all.
We want ways
So-
to get past locked doors, other enforcers that want to stop us, any weird floors that you could imagine.
Like water, like
There's
fully
one,
water.
there's one that's
floor.
full of water, so we'd have to swim through it or
I
whatever.
mean, I can do.
But there could be ones where
illusions.
there's like floating cells and there's like no like a huge drop in between them or something like that.
First things first, you want to find Genesis, right?
We'll find them on the way down, probably.
If we
Yeah.
can we find a feather? Like, I just need a single feather. If there's a feather anywhere or a piece of
Yeah,
down.
if you want to get feather.
The pillows. What were in the
Yep.
pillows?
Yeah, they're down pillows.
Okay, I'll take a piece of down from the pillows. Okay.
Feather baby.
I can handle the drop.
I mean, I just made that floor up on the spot, but you know,
Yeah, it's canon now.
Work.
like if people are afraid of heights, put them in fucking cells really high up.
There's
Yep.
there's also a floor, right? And it has 40 beholders in it. Gotta get past that floor.
And one with the Terrask, yeah.
Yeah, but the scariest floor of all is the floor of magic items worth 200,000 gold. Oh, you gotta watch out for that
jeez.
floor.
Were we allowed to keep any of our mundane equipment with us, like my yak pillow?
No, but you would be able to get it from the equipment room once you get there.
Okay.
So you'll have that stuff once you get out. If you get out. I should say if you get out. So with that said, let the first person make the roll. After 3 successes, you'll be able to get Genesis out. After 6 successes, you will be able to escape. At
And
3
our
failures, you will be caught.
Our first obstacle is just to get past these enforcers,
Okay.
right?
I could intimidate or persuade them. Since
It
I
is-
was buddies with them.
You can pick and choose the obstacles, I think, right? Just need to get
Exactly.
success. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Actually, I'm decent at deception, intimidation, and persuasion.
I could cause an illusion. I make it sound like Jockrub is calling for them from across the corner.
I could sneak past them as well. We could do any number of things. If you want, you could talk to Whisker, Afro, Whiskers, whatever their name was.
Yeah. What kind of chance would it be to run into Whisker instead of a helpful enforcer?
Okay.
I take different
so-
approaches depending on how friendly they are to me.
Yeah, you hate Whisker. Everyone hates Whisker. Whisker was a piece of crap.
It's understood.
Did he get promoted to an? Oh yeah, he did get promoted to enforcer. So
He got promoted to an enforcer, and then he got kicked out of being an enforcer.
so my deal was technically upheld.
Mm-hmm.
Technically. Yeah, so I can intimidate him to just be like, yeah, we're held up my side of the deal. If you continue to hold up your side and just ignore us and let us do our thing. Win or lose, you win, right? So no need to rat us out.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Can use inspiration on that. That's even worse.
Oh no,
No.
inspiration already gave advantage.
So yeah, 13.
Nah. Nah, I'm thinking you owe me a little bit more than that.
Why would I do that?
Because I've got all the fucking power here, little man.
I'm in heaven and you're not.
And one word about you being out of your cells and you're in hell.
There's also,
And I'm not talking about down here.
We also outnumber you 4-1. We could just knock you out right here. Carry on our way. We'll be long gone before you wake up. And anyone finds out.
You think so, huh?
I do. And you know it.
He just suddenly screams at the top of his lungs for the enforcers. You hear footsteps running down. What do you do?
Punch him in the face.
All right, that's not going to solve your problem.
Why would that not
Punch him
solve
in
my
the
problem?
The enforcers are running for
He
you.
called her backup. It's not just him now.
What are we in? Like a hallway? Like a?
Yeah, you're in a hallway. He's just recently been given.
We have to get past him.
Correct.
Okay.
Except
It's
he's
not
now
like
called
there's a
for his
turn
backup.
we have to take.
Yeah, but half of them will probably be on our side. Probably.
Shit, the turn order came up.
It might come up. It might come up. What does anyone else want to do about this problem here?
How big is this hallway? Like how tall is it and how wide is it?
It is roughly a 8 feet wide hallway. Like, it's not too expansive, but it is still on the larger side. There's a lot of room to move around. On this hallway, there are cells here that are dug into the wall, and these are sound deprivation chambers that are quite bad for the mental health of those inside. You hear footsteps coming from further up.
Does he have does he have a weapon?
He does.
I was thinking that might actually use.
Yeah, he has a mace.
Was he knocked out by the punch by any chance?
No.
Can I
Oh, I didn't even have to like roll it or anything. I can add stuff to it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage now. Punch. I don't think you have unarmed fighting style. I doubt you can kill this guy in one punch.
But I can like trip him and then take his fucking weapon.
I'm considering grappling them.
So is there like there's a corner that these reinforcements are gonna have to come around, right?
Correct.
How far away is that corner?
Like 20 feet away.
Okay. Okay. I'll cast Major Image across the corner, and I'm gonna make an image of this guy, and it's because I think it's just the nature of the spell, but also because I'm an illusion wizard, I can make him speak, and he's just gonna say, because he just screamed, right?
Yeah.
What do I know about this guy?
This guy, he's an opportunistic sadist, and his only goal in life is to cause harm to other people and lord over them.
I rolled him in on the damage anyways. But
any idea of what he might be afraid of?
Who? Whisker?
This guy? Yeah.
Jockrob.
Well, I tried, guys.
I mean, you can make it simple. You can just say fire, guys, run away.
Okay. No, but then that's gonna they're gonna alert Jakrub. What race is Whisker? Is he Tabaxi?
Whisker? No, Whisker's like I believe he was a half elf, if I recall.
Okay.
If you guys want to go on ahead, I can
No,
hold
I'm
them
just
off.
gonna cast. I'll cast Major Image around the corner of Whisker, and he'll put his hands up and say, "False alarm." I thought I saw a ghost, but it wasn't. It was just a trick of the light.
No, you cannot, Happy. A sleight of hand to take someone's weapon as they've just been attacked is beyond the pale.
But it's still sheathed, is it not?
Oops! I did not know that would happen. I just clicked
fool.
that to. I just clicked that to.
Whereas the
mark off
rule
the
just
spell
when
slot.
combat starts, you can't do it.
No, that would be an opposed athletics at that point here, right?
Okay, I'll do
Because
that.
it's not like he's unaware that you exist. He knows you're there. You're not like slipping into his pocket and taking his stuff. First of all, the mace is big. Like, it's a big weapon you're taking from the guy.
True. I'll oppose athletics. The mace.
Is there a way I can turn off that it shows the spell every single time I click it?
No, because
Yeah, you
That's
just
what
don't
clicking
click
is.
that.
Click it.
Click.
All right, I'll
Just
just mark off
click
a
cast
slot.
use. Don't click
Yeah, yeah.
display on.
Okay, go ahead and make a deception check with advantage, Herschel.
Deception. Okay, it's +0. It's not.
Oh boy.
You still have advantage.
So deception 17.
There you go.
The two of them kind of look at you weird, or look at the illusion of Whisker weird, rather, and they shrug and they decide not to deal with it. They go back into making sure that these people in the deprivation chambers are fine, which works to your benefit here that they're soundproof. So, make an opposed athletics here, Happy.
Nice.
This guy to +5.
Oof.
Oh, it's so close.
Ooh.
You just barely managed to take the weapon away from him, and he realizes he's outnumbered. Fuck. All right, you win. He is dejected. You get a mace.
Nice. Who wants this?
What are we gonna do with him?
We can knock him out.
Cal
Put him
reaches
in-
out for the mace without a word.
I'll give it to Cal. We could knock him out and put him in our cell. One of our
Yeah.
cells, rather.
We could do that.
Enforcers don't come up to heaven, it seems, and it's only really Jockrub and Coral that come up. So, like, it'll be a while till he
Oh, yeah.
finds Whisker.
The magic stone thing doesn't open these cells, does it?
I mean, it would just be thieves' tools at that point.
No. Because we could just toss him in one of these too.
Yeah, my only fear is if we toss him one of these and maybe an Enforcer will come by
Oh yeah.
and see
fair.
him. But if they're doing patrols, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we could toss him in.
Since we're
those ones.
close to our cells anyways, backtracking's not a big deal.
Cal asks Sarah if, hey, it's been a while since I touched one of these. Do you have any advice?
One of these, which?
Mace.
Yes.
The weapon.
Make sure to aim for the head if you are dealing with a humanoid.
You got it, boss.
Hit the heavy side against the enemy.
Mace martial arts are actually pretty simple.
Is upstairs in heaven actually kind of soundproofed? Because we could just toss him up there. We don't need to knock him out.
No, not
True.
really.
Yeah, okay. Then time to
All
beat
right.
him over the head.
As one success, 5 more.
All right.
You guys are leaving him at the soundproof floor here.
Yeah, in heaven, in like one of our cells, we
Well,
can probably like open it
yeah.
or close. We I guess we left our doors open. There's no reason for us to close them. We like put them in and close it, then it'll lock, right? There you go.
Probably one of the ones you picked.
We also
better.
know that he's kind of good at picking locks and he's sneaky like that, right?
We
But I
can
guess he
check
doesn't
his
have tools. So.
first.
And he wouldn't be able to get through down the stairs because he doesn't have the magic thing. So yeah, throwing him in ourselves is a good idea.
We could do both. We could knock him out as well.
Yeah. To give us some time.
Okay.
Just
Maybe
in
we
case
should
he does have more.
investigate. Maybe we should investigate the cell that we put them in to make
We
sure
could,
that
like-
that there hasn't been any tools previously stashed there.
I don't think it matters too much.
Yeah.
Let's-
Yeah, we could put him in a bed and pull the covers totally over him.
Yeah, let's do you have any rope? Let's tie him so he can't really move. Like with the bed, let's make
We don't have
Yeah,
Honestly,
see if we have
we have
mundane
any
equipment
rope.
and we don't have any rope.
I'm just kidding. This is we're
We're overthinking
putting
it.
too much effort into that. I think we're fine. We just stash him somewhere. He also said he won't say anything, I guess.
Let's keep going.
All right.
All right. What is the next problem that you deal with on your way down to Genesis?
The
Water level, maybe? Swim across the water level.
I can do the water stuff really easily for you if you wait for the water stuff until after you rescue me.
All right.
Yeah, you
so
have
two
to
more.
get out also. So keep in mind you go all the way down, then you climb back up.
Okay.
We'll have to do it twice.
Oh, well, I thought there was like no real order to any of it. We just do them.
Well, that's why I said it's 6, like 3 to get Genesis.
Yeah.
You dip down, then you also have to go back up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
on the way down to Genesis is the way to the equipment room, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
What's the security like between floors? Can you just freely go down the stairs?
Normally the security is you can't freely go down the stairs because only Jock Rob can move between floors easily, but you have this crystal here that was created.
Okay, so
by
they're locked
someone.
with the crystal. Okay.
Exactly. So normally the security is like airtight.
It's weird that we're picking the
It is.
stuff.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just trust your heart.
Let's do the floating cells because I've got a obvious solution, like the huge drop.
Okay.
Like, is it a huge drop to the goal, or like there's a chasm between what we have to go across?
Yeah, so basically normally these cells are just on floating pillars here suspended over this giant seemingly endless pit, and because they're all on these little pillars with tiny platforms attached to them, you can't really leave because then you fall to your death. And when
Oh.
Jock Rob needs to get to people, he has a floating platform that he goes on.
Okay, never mind. And I thought it was a drop to get to the goal.
I mean, we could jump between them, but we need to
It
get
is a
everyone
drop.
across.
It
Like,
is a drop.
To get to the goal, what you want
Yeah,
to get to.
at the very bottom are the stairs down, but you can't survive the fall, so no one does.
Okay. Does it look like it's 600 feet or less?
Does it look like 600 feet or less? It looks more.
Like more than 600 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like 1,200 feet or more?
Probably less. You can't see the bottom, but it can't be that much more.
I could get us down. I have a feather. All right, everyone. 3.
Wait, but how are we gonna get back up the other side?
I don't know. But
Why?
we have to get down, don't we?
Why don't we try and see if we can take control of his floating platform thing and just scoot across?
We could do that.
Do you have a
Where's-
floating platform?
Oh, it's not here. Like he
No.
doesn't just activate it. Oh,
Why would he keep it here? That's terrible.
I don't know, because he's the only one with the magic key to activate it.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Like a light bridge. All right, down we go. Everyone on the count of 3.
Well, hold
jump.
on. Can we just jump from cell to cell? And then if we fall, then you can catch us with that as a backup?
Well, I didn't need everyone to fall at the same time, really. You know, I always keep this spell prepared since a certain incident a while ago. So it's really fortunate for us.
How far down is that?
1,200-ish feet.
Your spell's gonna last that long?
No, but I could do it twice.
What are the chances that they have a way to get back up safely? Like stairs or a ladder or
Be
something?
some way.
Can we look around?
There's no such way.
Maybe the
As
answer
we're-
to it lies at the bottom.
As we're going down, is there a way for? Well, I guess we don't even have like a knife or anything like that. But I was wondering if there was a way for us to leave something on the walls, that we could climb back up.
Maybe.
1,200 feet of climbing, though,
That'll take a long time.
and a lot of effort to set a foothold.
I mean, we don't have pittons or anything.
If there's a way up, it would probably be at the bottom.
I can check. I can scope out and see if it's at the bottom. I can climb.
Well, there's
Pretty
none.
freely.
Oh, yeah. You're a
Well,
good
it's a
climber.
pretty easy way to get up. Is you can like jump over me and then I can thunder wave to push you 10 feet up and hopefully like the momentum just carries you.
Wow.
I could also funnel I mean, grab people and carry. I think
If
carry
it's-
them up. Some.
If you're strong enough to carry people just horizontally, and you have a climb speed, it seems to me that you would be able to climb vertically with the same difficulty, just carrying a person.
There'd probably be some strength checks, I imagine, but yeah, I think I can. It says push, drag, or lift is 390 pounds.
It would also take a very long time.
Well, how far do you think this hallway is horizontally?
If you're not even encumbered carrying the person, it doesn't even seem to me like you would have to make a strength check.
Well, I think by default we have half speed when we're dragging someone with us. But then I could just, for one of the turn, I could feline agility. So 6 seconds I wait. I can probably carry people pretty quickly. It just depends how long this thing is.
Yeah, how long is this hallway?
Yeah, like you could get to the other side and see if there's anything over there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I could just scope it out first before we even commit to anything.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right,
that's a good
Happy. You
first
wanna climb down?
Sure.
I mean, you don't even have to go down. You could just go around the edge.
Yeah,
Right, the wall.
like what's across? What's at the other end of this?
I'll tell you right now, it will take you some time here. And about 10 minutes after investigating here, Happy, make an investigation check as you're
Oof.
climbing around and looking around here.
Okay.
In this big room that I've just now come up with. 18. As you're like going around the rim, like maybe jumping from one to another of one of the spires is close by and looking down. This is a slate gray room. There's little torches that hang lit by magic to perpetually give off light rather than an actual physical flame. But there is no way down.
Okay. Is there a way up?
There's no way up. There's no
Is
way
it-
down.
It's directly across from where we entered, or
So essentially, there's 2 layers here. There's the spire layer. You go down the stairs and you're standing on a platform, and you can see all of these little cells, like miniature little huts on these spires, evenly spaced apart from each other. And then if you drop like a little pebble and wait for a few seconds, eventually you hear the bottom of the pit, and that's where the way up is. And you recall when Jockrob brought you up here, he had a platform that he controlled. The platform that he brought with him, however.
okay.
How far apart are these cells?
The cells are about 20 feet apart.
I can jump that just right up, I think.
Yeah, you can jump around, and if you keep jumping, you'll get to the other end where you see that there's no way down, nor is there a way up.
Because you can jump number of feet up to your strength score. You have 10 feet around beforehand, and I assume the cells have to be larger than 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I can clear 18 feet easily.
Yeah, I mean, you can get around and like follow Happy doing running jumps. As Happy's like climbing alongside pretty fast. But getting down and getting up is intentionally virtually impossible. Because it's a prison and you're not supposed to be able to escape.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. We got 2 people that can ferry people across. There's only 4 of us, right?
But is there anything useful on the other side?
On the other side?
Stairs to the next floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to get down? This is how you get down.
We could do that. I can carry one person, you carry the other.
We can certainly try.
Yeah. Herschel's like, he's light. He's skin and bones. I think I set a weight for him. He's
how much you weigh?
Like 100. He's like 100 pounds.
I mean, it'll make me encumbered, but not heavily encumbered.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Which means my walking speed would be 20 feet, which is just enough to make the jump.
It would make the thing.
Actually, it wouldn't matter because
So,
I just double.
Are we
anyway.
Are we dragging / lifting? Because there's push, drag, lift, and there's carrying capacity.
My lift is fucking 540, so.
Yeah, I think would it be lift? Pretty sure it'd be lift.
Well, yeah, but you'd be encumbered by them because you're not just temporarily lifting them; you're completely carrying them.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, well, if you just double move, you got plenty of speed.
Which I can hold 180 pounds until I'm heavily encumbered, so I can carry Herschel no problem.
180 pounds, so you're heavily encumbered.
I can get him across, and at worst, I come back.
Yeah, we can always leave equipment behind and ferry that as well if we need to. I'm sure there's a way to do this.
I mean, we don't really have much equipment.
So the first step is you take the chicken across, and then you go back, and then you take the feet across, and then you bring the chicken back.
Able to get across yourself, or how heavy are you?
I'm trying to find my weight because I still haven't written it in D&D Beyond, but I'm pretty sure that I wrote it somewhere.
How tall are you?
I'm pretty strong though. And
Herschel is 5'6" and 100 pounds.
He's skin and bones.
Herschel Monroe.
Gal's strength is 16. He could probably jump across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +6 athletic.
All right, so
they're
what's
like
the
4'11" though.
One of
What's
us
the
could be
plan?
there to try and catch you if you do fall short, but
I think that I just make the athletics check. I think I can do it myself.
Yeah,
Why are you trying to jump across the platforms here?
just the other side.
Yeah, but the way down is on the bottom.
I thought you
Wait,
just said that it was on the other side as well.
Yeah, on the bottom on the other side.
why would it be on the bottom of the 20?
Oh.
Oh, so we can just go to the bottom and then walk across and go down?
Yeah,
can
that
do
would
that
be a
too.
lot easier.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to
So-
stay on the same level,
Let's
No.
hop
jump.
across, and then go downstairs.
No, it's at the bottom on the other side.
All
The
right.
stairs down are
let's-
at the bottom.
Yeah, if you wanted to use 2 spell slots, that makes this way fucking
Let,
easy.
let Herschel take care of this one. All right, everyone. 3, 2, 1. And Herschel just kind of leans forward.
I push him and jump with him.
And as we all fall, I cast Featherfall.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after 600 feet, there's a quick moment where we
Yeah.
start
So
falling rapidly
so-
again, and then I'll
question.
cast it again.
question: can't we just fall rapidly for part of it and then cast Featherfall, or does that
You get
disrupt the casting?
No, because the trigger for it is when you start falling.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's specifically like that for some reason.
weird.
Oh, well, you can't. Oh, weird. You can't decide to use Featherfall at any point in the fall. Has to be.
I think they're trying to stop people from like doing parachutes.
Yo, that's sick.
Right,
though.
yeah, drop thousands of feet and then cast it right at the last second.
Yo, that's sick.
Because you can do that in Pathfinder, and it's kind of silly, but
I mean, I feel like it's kind of
Survival.
cool.
it is.
They should have a spell called Featherfall, Parachute Edition, and have that be like 3rd, 4th level.
Yeah.
Also, because the way like 5th edition resolves falling is that it happens instantaneously.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. You like fall and you slam like a brick.
Well, there's a max distance you fall, right?
Also,
The one
so it
around?
would probably just be called
Is it
parachute.
terminal velocity?
I could see them making a spell called parachute.
Maybe you make this spell called parachute. Herschel's parachute, new spell.
Spell called Bungee Jump.
Nice. Just like bungee jumping in quality. Halo jumping in quality if they're bungee left.
It'd be cool if you could upcast
There you go.
Featherfall to
I made
increase-
the joke.
Bungee
got there.
jumping quality, Halo jumping in quality after bungee lift. I like it.
Cut the first time when I tried it and then it didn't quite land. And then Barry edit the VOD. Live viewers, don't tell anyone that this happened.
Oh, we had a delay on purpose,
Alright.
but they'll cut it. Cut.
One more and we get Genesis back. What do you guys do to resolve Genesis?
Ooh. What-
On the
oh,
way, by the
Mhm.
way, you
Yep.
can get to the equipment room and get your stuff back.
Well, that was
Ooh.
at 6.
No, 6 is out.
6 is
with the
out.
light.
Okay, that is easier.
You're looking for a description of a hazard.
A hazard and how you resolve the problem.
I want mist or a grid smoke. I feel like that would be cool.
Ooh, like fog that's easy to get lost in.
Yeah, maybe like a maze that we can't see, but like you can run into the walls.
Foggy maze with walls that shift.
There's like a guy, and we challenge him to a battle of wits. Like one cup is poisoned and the other isn't. Turns out both are poisoned.
The multi-hole now.
All right,
Or
everyone.
Or maybe it's the floors that shift under us.
We just combined like three separate things.
We
Monty
sure
Yeah,
did.
let's-
Princess Bride and the Labyrinth from mythology.
You've broken my brain. Let's come up with a simple. You could have just said we sneak behind the guard, and you're like, all right, let's create a Japanese game show. The entire time, Tim, just like get me out of this fucking cell. I don't even get to play the game. I'm in a cell. You're coming up with game show ideas.
I mean, he could help coming up with game show ideas.
Yeah, someone come up with a simple problem and how you get past it. All right.
So we've reached the supply room.
Yes.
There's an obstacle where if you're enjoying yourself, it like blocks the hallway.
The supply room door
Oh,
is
At least blocks
trapped.
herself.
The supply room
That's
door is trapped.
game over.
There
for
you
her.
go. Let's see if we notice the trap on the supply room door. Is that
Okay.
okay? Do we notice the trap on the supply
Yeah,
room?
make a
No,
percent. Oh,
wait,
this would be a
do you?
percent. Okay, that's a
Perception?
fail.
If that's perception, then that's definitely a fail. Yeah,
It's a fail either way. It explodes. That's one failure.
all right. There's a suit of armor that comes to life. I'm just kidding.
A dex save for half of this,
All right.
and that's one failure. The guards are on alert now.
Dex
Dex save for everyone
half?
or just for the
Just for happy.
rogue?
I think that's
Ooh,
dex
no
save for
damage.
none now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, evasion, baby.
All right, you guys are able to get into this room. The door explodes.
It's still satisfying even when it doesn't happen to me.
Oh shit! I could have cast silence, but I guess we just didn't know to cast silence.
All right. There's tension now as there's more going on here. The enforcers have heard the explosion. You're able to get all of your gear. Does
Can I
anyone
suggest a
want to get
challenge?
Genesis's gear?
Yeah. We'll grab
I
Genesis.
would like to suggest a challenge.
Go ahead.
Jacob's filing system is not alphabetical. It's based on how each fight made him feel, and so it is extremely difficult to decipher, and someone has to like investigate it.
Oof.
Insight fucking to figure out where he'd put you.
Couldn't we just like
Oh.
look through every drawer though?
That might be
Yeah,
like
how many
three.
people are here?
There's
Or have
four.
been here.
There's four people.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, how many people's equipment has been confiscated?
Yeah.
Oh, quite a bit.
Oh yeah, is there anything interesting that we could steal?
Good question. Go ahead and give me a luck check here.
Do you think there's going to be more traps on the equipment?
Oh, that's the best number in luck rolls.
Is
it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We keep
That's true.
saying it. If we say it, then it's true.
You see that there is a two-handed bastard sword. This beautiful looking stuff. It's mechanically it's a long sword, but it's a bastard sword, and it's beautiful looking. You can see like the hilt is studded with amethysts. You can see that there's runes going up and down it in some language that you Afros don't understand. This thing looks real nice.
Yo, no one minds we just help ourselves here, right?
Happy shrugs.
I don't mind. Like, I'm sure everyone else's like
All right.
equipment is like there's things they've got to like pick up and pack away, and I pick up a book and a sack.
I'll add this long
Like,
sword.
all ready to go, all packed up.
You're grabbing the
Keep it
sword, or you're
light.
taking the sword in your pack?
I'm taking this sword. I'll put it beside my great sword.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ah, it's cursed. Love
I
it.
was gonna
My
say,
favorite.
like, beware the thing, but then I couldn't think of a cool way to say it.
All right.
I'm fine with this.
I think I have
But beautiful. You take this sword, and suddenly you are filled with this rush of energy and power. This is the
Oh, yeah.
+1 bastard sword of the Berserker.
Wow.
You do not want to let the sword go.
Thick. We got a new companion for life. The bastard
That's
sword.
a very nice sword, Afro.
Is that an actual
Suits
item?
you.
I am working on coming up with a version of the stat block that is not spoiling what it does.
Oh.
But you get the feeling that this thing has powered you up in a way that doesn't make sense to you. Like you are just unreasonably strong. And if you attune to it, if you let it in, you'll get even stronger.
Oh.
That's a beautiful sword,
I have
just
the
like
short
your
rested
soul,
tune, but-
Astros. It's like it was made for you.
I know, right? Don't it look so good next to my biceps?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's all of your good karma coming back to you.
You two need to get a room.
I mean, we had a room quite a long time.
Cow buckles on the
We-
breastplate.
One more challenge, and then we'll get Genesis here.
There's a hallway, right? And the hallway on each sides of the hallway, there's like suits of armor. And the suits of armor have like halberds that they keep like slashing at the air with at random intervals.
Oh shit.
Okay, sure. Why not? That's fun. Go ahead and give me an athletics check to try to like make it through here.
Can we manipulate the feet of the suits to turn them away?
Yeah, that's also athletics.
Ooh.
Group athletics check, everyone.
Go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ephros, can you carry me again? I don't think I can make it through this.
You bet 'em.
Happy has failed. Calsevere succeeded. Vonari has succeeded. Let's see if
Ephros.
Herschel.
Wow, Valerius here,
Ephros, can you
being
carry
athletic.
me?
Herschel's the one. Herschel's the one. If he succeeds, we succeed. If he fails, we fail, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No pressure. No pressure,
Just let
Herschel.
me check my spell book to see if there's anything useful here.
Happy, you take 16 points of damage as they just kind of slash at you. However, you can halve this because these are all individual hits, and you're a rogue, and that's how rogues work.
Nice. Okay.
Freaking
8.
rogues, man.
8 damage.
So there was no attack roll on that. And these are swinging randomly. It's not as we go by them.
As you go by, some of them are attacking. Sometimes they don't attack, and it's always random.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
these are just
thinking-
environmental hazards.
So I was thinking with my
the-
suggestion, where we're turning the suits away as we pass, that we're leaving a trace in a sense.
Mhm.
Hey, hint, hint, leaving a trace. Anyway,
Okay, oh, go ahead.
but we're
Sorry.
also clearing the path for.
The
our
problem
allies
is they
behind us.
turn back.
Oh, I see.
Ooh.
These
But
are living
the
suits.
trigger for them to go is us moving by them.
Oh,
Right.
they're living.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right. I now have my walking stick back.
These
I-
are just simple traps, basically, and traps deal damage if you fail the check.
I go to, but those were like 3 hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's let Herschel give this a shot. Athletics.
Got it. Just don't get hit.
1 hit, but on the first hit, I will use. After the first hit, I'm like, ah! And then I turn invisible.
Oh,
And
okay.
I want to continue going on.
All right, I'll do 1d10 then.
Let me share this in Roll20.
Okay.
You people are clever
Really?
with a knack for illusion magic.
Take damage. You can use your action to magic it.
I think what do they mean by your people?
The prerequisite is typically gnome,
Oh, okay.
but Pog has removed racial requirements from feats.
Your people are clever.
All right. You
I
make
just
it
thought that was a
through.
fun feat for Herschel.
You make it through all of these halberds, and on your way back there,
Oh,
on your way down
3
rather, you
damage.
find to Genesis's room, previously Herschel's.
It's always nice to return to a place you've lived before.
We're not staying long. Feel happy, pop the log.
All right, let's get it.
Have you ever, I mean, not in this instance, obviously, but have you ever considered, like, forgetting how locks work? I know a guy, or I knew a guy.
He's gonna scratch her head. She's confused.
Like, Roxton likes it when you don't know how locks work. I'm just saying.
Have you tried forgetting about Nagroxtown?
Ooh, it's a paradox.
I don't know. He probably only cares about not knowing unnecessary things, you know. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to remember how to put your pants on in the morning.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure locks explicitly no one should know about those. He is the god of like locking things.
Oh, question. Could we have picked up any rations in that supply closet?
No.
Like going through all the boxes, there were no rations in there.
If they had a food
No.
shortage, they probably would.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They probably confiscate all the food. Okay, just asking because I'm now playing a character that needs food.
Yeah.
My character's equipment included rations. Are those confiscated?
Yeah, the rations are gone. They were consumed.
My character's equipment also included alcohol. Is that gone?
No, you can keep
Excellent.
you can keep
They
that.
don't take the alcohol?
Yeah, that stuff is
Jockrob
not good
doesn't
for soup.
drink?
Jockrob doesn't drink, actually. That's the thing about
But
Jockrob.
he's
Yeah.
a satyr.
Makes me hate him more.
Fantasy racism says he should love alcohol.
What monster doesn't drink?
Oh,
So
Jockrob the goat, man. Doesn't the only thing he drinks is chocolate milk, man.
A
Come
literal
on.
goat.
I guess it's time to get out of here.
Yep.
Do we know which way is out?
2 more failures and you get caught. 3 more successes and you get out. What do you
Get
do?
out in 3 more.
That wasn't character, sorry. You can tell because I talk really like this.
So what's left is we have to get through that, and then once we get through that, we can jump over this, and then hopefully we'll be out after that.
Oh,
Well,
I
don't
want to
forget,
look
we
for a
gotta
secret
swim.
passage.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, Calcivir.
one moment. Now that I've got my walking stick back, I can do this. And I just kind of tap my chest a few times and I cast mage armor on myself.
Nice.
All right, Calcivir, you waste a lot of time looking for secret passages of which there are none. 1 more failure and you get caught. 3 more successes.
We gotta think of shit that's like
can I
good for our characters.
Can I use
handle.
my arc
Sorry,
inspiration to give Cal advantage on that?
Sure, go ahead.
Not
You
likely,
can also
but
just help. You can also
I'll
just
help.
help.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I'll make my own check. Like,
All right,
Well,
I'll aid another on that check.
While they're helping each other in the big help circle, can I put on my armor?
This counts as only 1 failure, right?
I'll
Yeah.
use. Hold on.
If we're all simultaneously working
I'm
on it,
going
I
to
would
use my arc inspiration there.
Okay.
Whoop. Rip.
oh my gosh.
Nice.
It's actually a 15, but I don't think it matters.
All right. Yeah, this is 1 failure. Good job, everyone. During the
That's all
time
three of my
Genesis just gets
inspiration.
armored up.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that because it takes me an hour. Does it take them an hour to fail this?
Oh, you will not have an hour to put stuff on during this.
Oh.
During this, no.
Can I
that's-
partially put it on?
Are there
No.
animals in the
And you're in armor, right?
Yeah.
Are there animals in hell?
You might
like
want to wait till
rats
after the
or
swimming section to
pigeons?
put your armor on. Actually, it doesn't matter in this edition. Never mind.
What's
Uh,
that, Cal?
Are there animals in the in an atrium or something like that? Is there anywhere near hell where there's rats or pigeons or?
As an armor, you can do it as an action. Armors can doff and don armor as an action.
Well, that's cool.
Wait, can they?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's arcane armor.
It's because your armor is special. It's like an Iron Man suit.
Wait, does it really take an hour to put on plate?
think
Normally,
so.
yes.
I thought that
Oh.
it takes like 5 minutes to put on plate. but-
I'm a Warforged, so it takes
For
longer. for me to put-
Warforged, it's different. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
like,
okay.
integrated into you.
It takes an action to turn armor I'm already wearing into arcane armor. So it still takes me an hour to put it on.
Armor.
While wearing this armor, yeah.
Oh, I
it only
see.
takes 10 minutes to put on heavy armor.
I am a
But no,
Warforged. It has to
isn't
be
it-
integrated
Oh,
into my body.
yeah.
I was gonna say.
So I could put
Warforged is-
mine in 10 minutes.
Warforged troubles.
The armor continues to be arcane armor until you don another suit of armor or you die. Which I guess you did die, so
He
congratulations.
did die.
Ah,
Wow. Wow.
Rude.
Wow. All right.
What is your intelligence? What is Genesis's intelligence?
8.
All of your infusions are gone too.
Um,
They last a number of days after your death, equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1.
okay.
Minimum of 1 sounds like they were res. I don't know. Weren't they res within
Didn't you come back 3 days later or
No,
something?
the next day.
Oh, okay. So they
Yeah, they're
still
still there.
infused.
I would
Yeah.
like to propose the hallway of randomly changing gravity that smashes people against the
Wait,
sides of the
wait,
wall.
let's think
Okay,
of
it's
stuff
done.
that
Oh
we're
my
equipped
God.
to
It's,
deal
all,
with.
it's canon. Well, how do you deal with the
Yeah.
hallway of randomly changing gravity on your way out?
Oh,
I
we're
don't have
gonna
a plan.
die.
You
We're gonna
monster.
die.
I have rope, and we have pythons and stuff now. We have all of our mundane equipment back.
I
At least-
could, yeah.
Well, yeah, we can tie ourselves to the floor so that just like cling when the gravity changes.
right.
Maybe
I could-
figure out like a
yeah.
pattern and know when to hold on.
I could stick to a wall because I can climb
Yeah,
speed.
I also have slippers of spider climbing, so me and Happy can just climb through the hallway instead of walking through it, and
There
then
might
we
be
can tie
enough
people to us.
There might be
could-
athletics involved there, but yeah, we could do that.
I could earthbind myself.
You
But
Which
you
monster.
have
probably
to
just makes you
cross.
fall faster because it binds you to where the floor is and the floor is changing.
No, you safely descend at 60 feet.
Oh,
Huh.
neat.
It's
Can
like
you
a
move
single
while
person
earthbound?
feather. It's like a single person offensive feather fall.
So
Does it
here,
how long does it last?
1 minute.
Nice.
Hey, that's pretty good. And Happy and Cal can like help Genesis and Afros by
yeah,
clinging to the wall.
I will tie the heavy one, which I assume is the metal one, to myself, and have Happy tie the other one to themselves using my rope. So they'll just be like hanging on my back, and we'll basically walk, me using slippers and them using being a cat.
I mean,
And I'll just kind of shuffle along.
that doesn't help when the gravity shifts and slams
The
you into
idea
opposite direction.
is we
Why wouldn't that help? We're just climbing across the
It
floor.
magically
or the
goes
wall.
to the ground, though.
the idea is
Like-
we are stuck to whatever surface we're currently on, and we're using our athletics to hold you guys up, so you guys don't just slam into the ground. If that makes sense, or the ceiling, whatever switches.
Or
I'm just-
sideways.
Basically, when
I'm
it
just walking
switches,
encumbered.
I'll just descend to the ground, and then just continue walking.
Yeah,
Like whatever
that
the
spell's
new
really
ground
good.
is.
We should all have been wizards.
I mean, I'm tough. I can probably just take some beatings. But
Yeah, that's also the thing.
Your plan is just get smashed into the walls like a blender over and over.
The scary.
like,
well,
what, like
we don't want to
10 foot-
fail. Like, that's
It's
the
like
thing.
a 10-foot tall hallway or something. So like each time it switches is like a d6 of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
This is our
Yeah,
last.
yeah, like, I got 64 HP. Like,
we can't fail anymore. That's the scary part.
You guys just
Yeah,
want
I'll
to
earth-
YOLO the damage?
No,
No,
I'm
no, no. I'm
tying
saying I
someone
might-
to my back.
We have a plan. Yes, and I'm doing the other person, Afros.
Okay,
We're gonna try this.
Cal, so Herschel, go ahead and make an, I guess, Arcana check. And then Cal,
It's
and
just
Happy.
a spell. It
yeah, just for the sake
it
of
solves it.
resolution here.
Okay.
For the sake of resolution of this group check.
Oh,
23.
Great
wait,
success.
how long is the hallway? Oh, wait, how long does it take to attune? Is it a long rest?
Short rest.
Short rest.
we don't have a short rest.
Do we have a short rest at this point?
You do not have enough time, and unfortunately, you don't have the Heart of Azir.
Oh yeah, we're not
even
attuned with
even
any.
if we did.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll go with
no,
this
we're
plan.
still attuned to things if they're taken away from us, aren't
Yeah.
they? Aren't we?
Oh,
Correct.
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Unless you die, which is a problem.
Yeah, but I can't attune to my cursed sword.
Yeah, that's a new thing. Like I'm still attuned to my spell book.
Wait, no, most curse things instantly attune you to them. That's how the curse works.
Is it? I'm gonna
Either way, it's not going to help here. So.
Okay, so
Okay.
is it a skill challenge for me to just walk using slippers with people on my back? Because I feel like I'm encumbered, so I walk slow. But
The athletics here is holding on to somebody as they're
Being, like,
constantly shifting
thrashed.
gravity. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I use my athletics to hold on to Cal instead of the other way around. 'Cause I'm good at that.
Well, I was going to say you also need to roll as well.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. 25. 26.
Okay. You've already succeeded.
Ooh, I'll use.
Even
I'll
with-
use.
You've
Okay,
already succeeded as a group
Okay.
because Herschel has succeeded. The reason why I called for a roll here is just to handle like the group check
Yeah,
for the
you
sake
get
of resolution.
3 successes, right? Yeah.
Correct.
No.
Ooh. Okay, let's.
But just for fun, let's see how good Aphros is.
Aphros is
what
just
am I
taking the
doing?
damage.
No.
No.
I'm pulling him. He's
Oh, okay.
tied up the rope.
Cool.
Hey,
Aphros has incredible core strength. However,
you're
Happy
more of a help to getting across than the person carrying you.
Well, we're just
Yeah.
attached to each other essentially.
Aphros is basically doing all the work and lifting here, and Happy's just so used to like running along the side of walls that she has no frame of reference for how heavy
Like,
a person is when carrying.
Have you ever seen the video from like the 60s of cats in one of those zero-G planes? And they just have no idea what to do.
Yeah,
Oh
I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you first
Alright.
said cats, I thought you meant like the musical. And I was like,
Two
what?
more.
But no, you meant actual cats.
All right, let's
Cats
think of challenges that aren't
space.
super
that-
hard.
Is that
Like,
2 more or 1 more?
reasonable.
Well,
Was
we
that
have to do
one?
the swimming one no matter what, right?
We
That's
have to
one of them?
succeed 2 more because we have 4 successes, right?
Correct.
And then 1 more failure means we get fucked. I don't know what being fucked means in this case, but we get
We get
destroyed.
caught potentially.
The floor of overly gossipy awakened plants.
Oh,
How would that stop us?
Because they gossip
yo.
and tell the guards where we are.
no, that sounds
There's like
sick.
an alarm spell that they can activate.
There's like triffids and shit amongst the plants. Would be pretty cool.
Oh, I'm just the
Giant
ideas. I'm not a
Venus fly
solutions guy.
traps.
Probably like a whole ecosystem there. Like a miniature. Oh, it's also set up as a miniature version of the outside. Like a whole plane of Jockrob is represented in this atrium or whatever it is.
All right, everyone, make nature checks.
Is this,
Oh
is
no!
this... Okay, hold on. First, because I could help with this. So it is a hallway flanked on both sides by awakened plants that gossip.
Yes.
Okay. I will cast Major Image to create 2 walls that we will be between, and that they will move with us. And so the plants will just see walls moving. They will not see us.
Why is the fucking wall moving? Jockrob! You guys see this moving wall? What the fuck? What's going on here? The walls don't move.
Are there animals in this place that the plants live in?
The
mice or
plants are
squirrel?
just going absolutely wild, screaming about this on here.
Can you put like silence spell or something?
Silence has a 20-foot radius.
I will
It's 40
deceive.
feet. That's pretty good.
I'll shout, "Oh my god, please don't look at me! All my leaves fell off! I don't want you to see me! Tree naked!"
Okay.
That's a good one. I think that's a
It's
good
pretty
gossip.
good, yeah.
I think
Give a
that's good.
deception check.
I think that's good.
14.
No.
Aw.
No.
Plants are all exhibitionists. You're not a real plant. Get out of here.
Ha! Our shame! Our shame!
Okay.
Probably
the
works
walls,
with me really well because
yeah, the walls do
Yes.
actually solve the problem. You just fail to convince the plants that you're one of them. One last success. This is the legendary swimming challenge.
Oh shit.
all
Okay.
right, I have no idea. Okay, so let's look up breath rules.
Well, it's in the minutes. It's like your Constitution score, right? It's like pretty high.
Oh, my con's really good.
Do we have to go under the water or just swim across the surface?
There is no surface.
Ah.
I mean, if it's a full floor submersion water, then I guess there is also.
Equal to you can hold your breath equal to a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con mod.
Yeah.
Of course, Genesis doesn't have to breathe.
On.
So
I can hold
I
it for
have
5 minutes.
I have
I
2
have
minutes.
I have 4 minutes.
How long, Happy?
2.
Oh, Happy is okay. So it's 3 for me, 2 for you, 5 for Afro, and 4 for Herschel.
Yeah, I have shape water, but I don't think with large amounts of water that isn't going to help.
Are we gonna deal with the skeleton
I
sharks?
mean, that could give you an air pocket at some point. What does it take to cast that spell, though?
It's the cantrip. It's not the It's not the leveled version of it. It's the thing that can affect a 5-foot cube of water.
Which, if you do it around someone's head, could, right?
Is there a really
You
big fish?
But
it would depend on the interpretation of this reading. You
Right.
cause the water to form into simple shapes and animate at your direction. Would a spherical void be a shape of water? Yeah, you could say it's the area defined by what's inside a 5-foot cube, but outside a 2.5-foot radius sphere.
Huh?
You could freeze the water. Huh, that's interesting.
Then the water would get bigger if we froze it, and then we'd have no way to move around.
I
It
mean,
could cause a crack and then start flooding everything.
You can't shape the water to have a hole in it because there's no air to put in the hole. You would just make a vacuum, and then we can't breathe in that either.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be enough air anyways to give you any significant amount of time.
Like it would trap some air. Like imagine this, and this is the shape I'm describing. This shaded area.
I understand what you're saying, but there's no air to put in there. The entire floor is water. There is no air to get from the surface or something.
Well, it could form it could form as we go down, trapping a pocket of air, maybe giving a minute or two of extra breath.
Does anyone have a bucket or something? Because that actually legitimately does work. You flip it upside down over your head and go under. It makes an air pocket that can't escape.
Also, I know physics into D&D is a faux pas, but oxygen would diffuse from the water into the
water is made up of.
I think it will work because the rules is written you can hold your breath for a really long time, so that would actually work. Do you know how long you can hold your breath in 5e?
One plus
con mod minutes. Yeah.
Happy has the lowest, which is 2 minutes.
So
followed by me with 3.
Do you see my drawing here?
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
3D.
That would genuinely work because you can make
the water. I'm shaping the water into the blue area.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, which spell did I get from Niare from Piety? Is it Shape Water, Create or Destroy Water? I don't think it's
Shape Water.
More.
So that's the spell I'm talking about.
Shape Water. So I was reading about this, so I haven't really paid attention to what you're doing, but it says you can change the flow of water and you can form simple shapes and animate. But I think that the effect that I would want is Control Water, which includes part water to create a trench.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's the leveled version.
Yeah, it's the level 3 or 4 or something. I think Shape Water can't make holes in the water.
Well,
you can animate.
This was my argument, is that I'm shaping it into this shape that isn't the void. It's the stuff around the void.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Either way, I would just extend how far you could go a little bit.
Yeah, and I could give that to Happy, and then who is the second lowest?
We don't know how far across is it.
So you can shape yours and I can shape mine, right?
Yeah, but what about Happy?
Well, sorry, you can shape Happy's and I can shape mine.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Do we have the do they? Those are the 2 lowest cons?
Yeah, 2 and 3 minutes respectively.
Okay.
I could scout ahead of the bubbles and try to see if there's anything around and be an early warning or maybe take some threats out.
Is there a big fish?
Or at the very least, tell us how long it is.
I mean, wouldn't I be better suited for that because I can hold my breath for a long time and athletics?
I guarantee you, Genesis can beat you in holding.
Oh, Genesis, yeah, Warforged, that would help, yeah.
Is there a big fish?
There are some skeletal sharks.
Oh.
Okay, what do I need to roll for that? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Okay. 16.
You are able to notice as the sharks are moving around here, and you're able to find the way out. There's stairs leading up, but then the actual way out is on this floor. So you're able to see the door that leads out of the tower.
I will cast
And
detect
how-
magic on it.
There's hella magic on the door if you
What
cast
kinds?
transmutative, but also, curiously enough, conjuration and evocation.
Probably.
I would assume that the transmutation and the conjuration are to keep the floor watery, and the evocation is probably a fireball trap or a water ball trap.
Or to summon
Or
guards
like
if
a
someone tries to
wall of.
escape.
I think the evocation might be what keeps the water out. Because evocation also deals with force. It could be
No, shape
a
water is
select.
transmutation.
Abjuration is the defensive shield stuff.
It's a big shape water, so that's the transmutation.
Yeah, but
I will report that information back and get happy to lockpick it once we get there.
All right, how do you guys get across? If you
Yeah,
have an air
wall.
bubble, I'll give you advantage on athletics, unless you have some way of getting across or getting a swim speed.
Oh,
Okay. The people with air
If-
bubble is Cal and myself, or
Mm-hmm.
okay.
but if that's advantage on athletics, I might need that for myself then.
Yeah, I could take it. Then you don't have to use it on me.
I mean, you're fast.
It's. I think it's just strictly an athletics check. So if your athletics is low, you should just take it.
Okay.
If this is shape water, you can have 2 cantrips running at once, 2 of its non-instantaneous effects. But we would just leave Afro without if you have. I don't think that mine is technically a cantrip. I think mine is a once per day.
Oh,
But I think
you can have 2 of its non-instantaneous.
you can have no
effects.
more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time.
Well, if this
and
is
you
a
can
group
dismiss such an
check,
effect as an action.
it might be best to put it on
Okay,
people that are likely to succeed.
Oh well, then what if we shape
That's
it
a good
into
point.
this? We shape it into this form and then freeze it.
And then I
we can
push
do
you.
that.
Freeze it?
We can
Oh.
both make two of these
You
bubbles.
can only freeze if there's no
out of
character
ice.
in it.
There's no character in the water, then the air in the center of the water.
Like
guess.
there'll be a head slot, so it'll basically be the bucket trick you were talking about, but with an ice barrier.
Oh, we
We-
can
we
freeze
can
them
all-
into the ice and then throw them at the door. The door will trigger the trap because it detects a creature going near it, and then the ice will protect them.
Like
That won't
we
work.
like. So I could shape it into this form, freeze it, do that again, and then I'd have 2, and then Cal could do the same thing, and we would have 4. So
I think,
everyone who needs to breathe would have one.
again, I think my shape water is once per day, not a cantrip. I don't know how piety works, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
How severe?
That's me.
Yours is once per day. What the heck?
I have shape water from Niare, not from my class.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then you could still do the bubble on someone.
The booble.
But I can make 2 helmets. No, I can do 3, because I can do that twice. Those are the 2 non-instantaneous effects. Oh, no, so is the shaping of the water. So yeah, I'll just do 2 of the ice helmets.
Matt made a good point about giving it to the people that are most likely to succeed because it's a group check.
It's a 5-foot diameter sphere, basically, of air that we're carrying with us. So
Yeah, so I don't entirely get how you can do 3 of them. If
I
we
can't
go
do
through
3. I can't do
sequentially,
3.
what if we just go through sequentially and then you dismiss the effects and we send the next person over?
Oh, that's
You
smart.
don't have to do it all at once. Wow.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
effectively everyone has
we
a
just
down.
make sure
range.
we just make sure Herschel's the last one to come across or whatever. Whoever's
Oh.
casting it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and make sure that
I'd want an escort with me.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, you could do 2 at a time. So
Yeah.
obviously, it'd be you and one of the
I'll have my friend Astros escort me across.
Astros.
I'll try a little more.
You
Yeah,
go ahead,
Astros.
Happy, and check the door.
All right.
Yeah, we definitely want to be able to get through the other side before we start sending everyone over.
All
Do you
right.
think
Do I
that's
have?
So yeah, you going first
possible,
makes sense.
Genesis?
Yeah, Genesis scoped it out, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh, he didn't have to make swim checks?
No, he just walks along the bottom.
All right, so everyone, you ready to
Wait.
go?
Hold on. When you said skeletal shark, did you mean a shark that's an animated skeleton or like a hungry shark?
Yes. They're both. It's made of bones and it's also extremely hungry. Thank you for elaborating on that.
Wow.
Are you scared of the skeleton sharks? I'd be too. Everyone, it's time. The final roll down.
Don't
Okay,
fail.
so we're gonna send Happy across with
Do
an
I have
ice
Michael
helmet.
Bubble? Okay, I
Ye-
do have Mike Bublé.
Your
We should
ice
probably you could send
helmet.
Cal at the same time.
Yeah, so we might send just Happy and then all three of the rest of us, or maybe three of us and just leave Herschel behind.
Or
And then
two
Herschel
and
himself.
two. Two
Well,
and two.
we want to check the door first to see if it's even possible to like open it, right? That's the idea for sending one of us first.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
I
you
like
and
Cal and Happy go at the same time, and then
Alright.
Astros and Herschel go at the same time.
Does ice helmet also give me advantage on this athletics, Pog?
Yeah, if you have an ice helmet, you would have advantage here.
All
As
right.
someone's using a spell to assist you.
Hey!
Great success. All right, Happy, you're able to get across there.
that count as two
I
successes.
feel like we can send three people across, and then one
We
person
can.
goes back, and then two people,
Really doesn't.
like Herschel and whoever.
We don't
goes
need to.
across.
Yeah, we could do that. That's actually not bad. But then it's also like
Because I'm concerned if these sharks that are undead will come and attack us.
that's a good point. We could do that. See no reason why we can't. Because we have the capability to make 3 buckets, right? 3 helmets rather.
One time we can make 3 buckets, and the next time we can make 2 buckets.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I vote we do that plan before I roll and finalize this situation.
I vote
Okay.
as well.
Happy, are you doing anything over there?
I'll try the door. I'll check it for traps. Is it in fact trapped? Do we know for a fact whether it's
Okay.
trapped? I don't know.
Go ahead and roll an investigation, and if you succeed well, you get a follow-up arcana.
That's good.
Damn, 227s.
All right, go ahead and roll a follow-up arcana. It's trapped in some way, but the trap is weird. Happy, you've seen your share of magical traps, especially in the Feywild. There's a lot of stuff like that, and from your time in the Featherstep, you were warned, watch out for magical traps, as they can do some really, really weird stuff. Magical traps that are created while invoking the name of Nagroxstum especially are a lot stronger than any other type of magic, in exchange for having like really weird conditions. And you are quite familiar with an inverted trap. This is what this is. You are in no danger. There is a trap on this door, and the trap is it will suck you into this water world, where you presumably have no air, and there are also skeletal sharks.
Okay, so the trap's on the other side is what that means? I know.
Yep. And you're not sure exactly what the spell is, but out of character, probably the conjuration is what gets people on the other side.
Okay.
And there's some
So
other stuff.
that's cool. So someone would open it, they would end up here. Okay, cool. All right.
Exactly.
But it's safe for us to go through. Okay. Because we're on the other side. All right, I'll just beckon people over, like move my arm, wave it over.
All right, can we swim across? Am I doing advantage or not?
Oh, so wait, Happy went across by themselves, or did I accompany
Yes.
Happy?
Like, well, however we want to do it. There's no way where we don't all have advantage, and also we could do the 3-person first thing as well if we wanted to.
Well,
it really
I guess
doesn't
if
matter if
Happy-
we can all just do it. Oh god.
Well, then we're worried about
That's-
sharks. We're worried about sharks jumping us.
I'm not
right?
worried about the shark.
Okay. Famous last
All
words.
right.
Okay, one success. Well, 2 successes. Automatic success for Genesis, and Herschel succeed.
Natural 20!
All right. Everyone,
Hey.
you are able to get out with all of your gear with only minimal notice. Eventually, Jakra would have been informed from one of the enforcers that they have found. First of all, they found someone has been knocked out. They also found that someone has broken into the supplies and taken away the confiscated information. Eventually, they would find Whisker, who would reveal. But you were able to get through mostly efficiently, and with this, you were able to get a significant head start of 2 days from any pursuers.
Hey,
I hope those plans come back later in the campaign. I feel like they're really important.
the Triffids?
Why would they be really important?
I
The
don't know.
Triffids.
I mean, we never really got a backstory on why they're so gossipy.
And so, everyone, I'll let you ponder for a while what
Gossip.
path you'd like to be on. Hey, you're not out there yet. You're just out of the place. But let's take a 10-minute break.
Sick. Be
Oh,
back.
we have to blow up the temple, right? So we might as well go there.
Go to the temple and document them for historical purposes.
It all looks
No,
like
you still
planes.
want to
So
kill Jocker, remember?
No, Jakrup's a perfectly fine young man.
he's not a fine young man.
He's not fine, he's not young, and arguably not a man.
I reach up to kind of try to pinch Astrus's cheek, but my shoulder hurts too much and I can't really reach up to it.
All right, we're on
Such a
break,
good
so no
boy.
RPing.
Good boy.
Got
Got a cursed sword. It's gonna be awesome because it's
Yeah.
only a temporary character.
BRB.
Genesis almost died. That was scary.
I'm glad that I got to use my slippers.
Oops. Spider climb. Spider climb's good.
Yeah, spider climb seems pretty cool.
I will be back. I need to get more water.
I just keep my water on my desk. I have a whole picture right here.
Alright, I'll be right back. I wish I had whiskey. That'd be really good.
I'm gonna walk around for a minute.
back. Oh no, we're gonna have to decide who's guided.
Herschel, lead the way.
Herschel, why?
What is he at? I think he's got 14. 14, yeah. No, Astros should lead the way. He's the leader of this group.
He's not wise.
You have to believe in yourself.
That's what people want. That's what I'll do.
Man, I was gonna cast a spell on those sharks if they were a problem. One of 2 damaging spells I have.
Herschel is the most wise. Oh, you even have survival.
Yeah, that's from my background.
Oh, that makes sense, actually. You are a survivor.
The hermit background.
They're by far the best suited to being a guide. Happy is a pretty good lookout or scout. Cal could also do.
It's really
Scout.
annoying because I have an odd ability score. I couldn't find a way to resolve it for them to all be even.
Right.
I
My
thought
ability scores
Variant
are
Human.
really dumb.
I thought Variant Human got +1 to all abilities plus the feat, but no, it's +2. It's +1 to 2 abilities and the feat, and then it's just the normal human that gets +1 to everything.
How's everyone?
Good morning.
Hello.
We actually say top of the morning now.
Top of the morning.
Top of the
Oh, Pog, I
morning.
wanted to talk to you about that.
Top of the morning.
There's a message in top of the morning that has a capital T instead of a lowercase t. I would like for you to delete it.
No. Are you accusing me of being a mod that would abuse their powers in such a brazen fashion?
No, I'm accusing you of being a good mod. We'll listen to user reports and respond appropriately.
Listen, if I was a good mod, which I'm not, I would perma-ban all of the people who made the Cowboy Bebop Netflix adaptation.
Oh,
You can do
I
that,
thought-
surely.
I
mean,
thought
even
the
a bad
trailer
mod would
for
be-
it was creative and stylistic, but I have not watched the show.
It is... I've cringed to death twice in the first episode, and that's not even... That's not even counting the dialogue. I'm talking about the choreography where it looks like the guys are standing still waiting to get punched. What are they doing?
Ouch, motherfucker.
Gotta take your turn
What
in
are they
combat.
It's like turn-based combat. Like the choreography is so slow. It's so slow, and like the main guys just mowed down hundreds of people.
Netflix
Welcome to the ouch,
does
motherfucker.
not really make good shows anymore. Like it's
Eddie Moore
weird.
is pulling a lot of work here.
They made Bojack.
No,
Bojack's really good.
I heard Stranger
They-
Things was alright or good.
Stranger
or...
Things, House of Cards. Before we all learned what Kevin Spacey was.
I heard House of Cards is good. That's what.
You do
House of
not
Cards
need
was
anything other
their-
than Bojack.
But like,
House
see,
of Cards
House of
was
Cards
their
is
first
so
original. Was their first original series, and it
House
it
of Cards
really
is
good.
so early that I don't even know if I should have. It wasn't even. Was it Netflix to begin with? I thought it was on TV
Yes,
as well.
it was Netflix's first original series.
I thought they like got it late for a season, and it was always on Netflix. I heard good things about that show. Though.
I like the bit where
It's
she got pushed
really
into a
good.
train and exploded.
Alright, sounds like we're all back.
That happened
Yeah.
in House of Cards.
Yeah, it's like really sudden. Like they're just having a normal conversation, and then he just like pushes it into a train.
What the fuck?
Okay,
That's what our politicians do, ladies and gentlemen.
everyone.
It's really
I
good.
want you
Like,
to skip to 1 minute and 10 seconds in on this to just like this choreography is no good.
Oh, you're really welcoming to the welcoming.
can't
me
play that
to
right
the
now.
ouch with this, aren't you?
No, look, Jess,
1
look at
minute,
this.
10 seconds. I'll jump in.
I don't want to be
It's
welcomed.
just
to
a
the
very quick fight scene, but it's so bad.
Oh. Yo, he got the gun. Oh, he got the gun on Spike. Oh shit.
Isn't
What's
that anime worth
Spike gonna
watching?
do?
Because you're kind of convincing me that the anime is not worth it either.
Anime is really
Oh
good.
yeah,
Anime is a
that-
classic.
It is okay.
the thing where he
They kindly fuck
blocks-
off. It's
Right.
nothing
He
personal.
blocks
Mr.
that
Marks.
knife, and then they pause for a second.
Like it's
And then-
such bad choreography.
Bruh, y'all are already on the fight scene. I can barely get through this dialogue right now.
It's like just skip to 1 minute 10 seconds in. It's like
This reminds me of those really old, like, bad kung fu movies.
you know what it looks like? It looks like a high school play where they have a fight
Yeah.
Compare that to what's that Marvel movie that just came out?
The
Bro,
speech he
this is
brought the
so
knife toward him was like so
bad.
slow.
Wait, this is
This is
What's-
so
what's wrong
bad.
with this?
It's very bad, bro.
it's
To-
bad if
to
you're taking it
Shang-Chi.
seriously, but if you're not taking it seriously, it's like some Bollywood stuff.
Man,
I like the
I
like to
just watched,
dislike ratio.
At least in Bollywood, there's like some impact to the blows. People go flying 20 feet. I don't know. There's
I
nothing
just-
here.
I just
No, it's
watched.
because they're distracted by like everything around them. It's not like a serious fight.
Oh, you need him in the balls. Oh,
I
he's
just
gonna
watched
die.
a stuntman react to the Shang-Chi movie with two of the directors, and God, the stunts in there look great. Like there's airbending in that movie. There's a character that apparently airbends.
Based in Airbender.
What
It
picture.
looks
Airbending.
awesome.
So I guess. Okay,
I
so
only know
well,
shea
it's
butter.
not. They're not doing slapstick though, right? You realize like they're trying to do a normal fight scene. That's the issue. Like,
Yeah.
nothing here is
But
slapstick.
I'm
That's
just
the
saying,
problem
I'm
with this scene.
comparing what I just saw in that
Mhm.
video Pog posted to what I watched this morning. I watch these videos every Saturday. Corridor Crew,
Nice.
various
Alright.
react.
So everyone, let's stop talking about this, even though I brought it up and this is my
Ooh.
fault.
Welcome to
Yes,
the
it is.
ouch, motherfucker.
I just saw like a thread where people were like praising the fight scenes in this series, and I was like, "Well, did you not watch the same thing I did? Like, what are you
maybe
talking
it gets better
There
in
was
the
no
other episodes.
flow between the movements. It was
But anyways,
move, pause, move, pause.
That's because it
move.
looked like they weren't actually trying to stab the person.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
impact. Like the one where he gets kicked in the back.
You know
of
on
the knee?
Dune how you have to like
There's
swing
no-
really slowly to get through the shields? That's what it looks
Exactly.
I'm watching Dune tonight.
Also, like
before
even
it goes
how
off
did he
on
even
HBO
get in a
Max.
position where he had his hand on the gun like that? That's so weird to me.
Okay,
So
I
do any of you
mostly go
have
to the tower.
standing?
yeah.
It's been
So
like-
everyone, clap,
It's been
clap.
like 10 years since I
Let's-
watched
Clap.
Cowboy Bebop.
Let's focus. You guys
Welcome
are
to
at the
the
tower.
ouch, motherfucker.
You clap, the
Oh, we
lights
made it
turned
there
off.
already?
Been at the tower.
Okay, let's go in and disable it then.
That's
Wrong
the
tower.
tower as distinct from the Northwestern Monument.
Okay, let's go to the Northwestern Monument.
2.5 days. Let's get it. Who is the
I'm
guy?
aware that we need to blow that up in order to like take out the rest of the barriers, right?
Who is guide?
Mhm.
Who wants to guide us?
Herschel should get.
Disable it. It would be.
What role would I be best at?
I don't know. What role would you be best at?
I don't
Probably
know.
Ugh.
scout
I don't
or
remember what they all do. I'm sorry.
I might be very good as a guide.
yeah.
I
Okay.
have a lot of experience living in the wilderness.
Once again, I'll just go over the rules vaguely, as I think this is useful information to have anyways, just to kind of go over it. So in this, there are 4 different roles, 3 of which can be doubled up on. So for example, you can have multiple different hunters, but you can only have one guide. So
What do
there's
you-
hunters, scouts, and lookouts. Do you think you'd be a good guide? Good guides have wisdom and charisma. Their job is to keep the spirits of the group up and to plan the encounter. Or
Oh,
plan
Roll a
that's
survival and like a persuasion or deception or something as well.
I've got good wisdom, but not good charisma.
I got good
But-
charisma,
but
not good
I-
wisdom.
I am great at keeping spirits up.
More
Are you
importantly,
sure?
you've got the best survival.
Yes. I've got good survival, history, medicine, religion.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Herschel would be a really good guide, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's get it.
living in the woods. I mean, like again, this is the Ritz-Carlton out
Right.
here in these woods.
What's the one where good, strong, charismatic people are good at?
Well, there's a few other roles. So we also have the scouts. The scouts look ahead and they use their stealth to avoid enemy encounters, but they also find good spots to hide out in, or potentially like treasure could be found.
Yeah,
He has,
Happy
like,
would
a
be
treasure.
horrible at that.
I don't think
Yeah,
any
Happy
of us
would
are.
absolutely suck when it comes to sneaking around and investigating.
Yep.
The next role is the hunter, and the hunter finds the food.
Which we have none of.
Yeah, probably.
So if we're gonna
important.
stack people, stack it on the food because we're all kind of bad at it.
Finally, the lookout looks out. They have perception.
All right.
They use their perception to see.
I think that Hal would do better if you look at the spells more than the checks, which they're awful at all of the checks. But anyway, would do pretty all right at the hunting part.
Nice.
That
I would
be
also
good.
have to hunt because I can't do anything else. I have very low wisdom.
I
Yeah,
can do
you and I are
lookout or
both like strength, charisma, and that doesn't help at all with surviving.
Right.
Luckily, I don't need to eat, so I don't need to worry about like food and all that.
I could do scout or lookout. I have +4 perception with advantage, and I obviously stealth is like my thing. Scout's one
I
thing.
have disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just try and hunt. 'Cause I can throw javelins and hunt stuff.
Triple hunter,
Okay.
let's go! No
Who needs
lookout,
lookout?
baby.
Wait, actually, we're gonna do no lookout. All right.
Oh, but hunters
you don't
only
need to
come in
look.
pairs.
I
That's
feel like
my,
lookout would. I feel
Halo-
like lookout would be more important.
that's
Alright,
my
I'm
Halo
scout
reference
then.
for the week.
Okay, so Aphros, Herschel, and Genesis are not going. No one is going to look out.
Seems pretty horrible.
I mean, if you want,
Well, we
I
have to
can
sacrifice
do
some-
lookout if you want.
What would
We
you guys
should have a
rather have?
lookout.
Lookout? What would you guys rather have? Lookout or scout?
Scout is probably more important.
Yeah,
Okay, then I'll scout.
we need to
Yeah,
see
I
things.
think
look
like
out.
a-
I'm not
I could-
good at lookout, but I can do it.
I could technically do either role. I mean, it's better to have someone who sucks ass at the role
mean,
than not have someone. At the
Genesis actually has an advantage as a lookout in just being a warforged.
role. Doesn't have to.
Yeah,
sleep
so I
and
want to
stuff.
make you the lookout, and Al and Afros will hunt.
All right.
Sounds good.
So, Herschel, great guide. Which way are you going? Are you going to the town in the Northwestern Alliance or straight to the monument? Or going somewhere else, maybe? Maybe you just want to go to the Eastern Monastery. That's a cool temple.
Is the monument
I
like
don't have the
attached
food
to
for
the town almost? Like, is the town like right next to it, or is
No,
it like
they're-
actually a full day
They're
away?
miles away.
Okay, let's go to the monument then.
And this is going through desert, it seems like, right?
Correct.
All right.
Do our characters know anything about destroying these towers, like the monument and the Southern Temple and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Probably
you
not,
do
right?
know it has to do with the barriers, but you don't know like the specifics. Like you don't know what
Okay.
the monuments are. You also know one of them has been disabled because you felt it.
Okay, so
But
we
that's
know that. So we know that going to the Northwestern Monument, trying to disable it's a thing to do. Okay, I vote Northwestern Monument.
You also know that Jock Rob is going to be very difficult to deal with without it.
Jockey Rubby.
Joke Wob.
Yeah, I think if we go disable the barrier, then go to the town, we then have leverage of, hey, look, we accomplished something you didn't think was possible. Side with us, and we actually have a chance. Rather than trying to do it beforehand.
All right. So, what's the path? Straight ahead?
Straight line. Yeah.
Straight line. Alrighty then. We're going to start here. This DC, as it begins in the terrain, is going to start harder and then get easier. And then it's going to get easier. Okay?
We're in mountains right now.
You're in
We-
mountains,
we've
so it's
gotta
going to
descend
start
the
harder.
mountain. Okay.
It's going to start harder and it's going to get a little bit easier. So the beginning DC is DC 20. Survival check Herschel.
Alrighty.
25% chance. Nice.
23.
23. That is a huge success. And right now you do have some food going for you. You're fed, so there's no penalty for being starved yet. That's going to be a +4. That's going to be a +4 on these DC 20, or not these DC 20s, these 2D10s here.
Alright, who wants to roll those?
10 plus 4.
Yep.
The guide have the honors for the first day. Go
You
for it.
think?
Alright, I'll do the first ones. I think I did the first ones last time too. Not bad.
That's good.
18.
Oh my god.
Herschel's this is his element.
I can't believe it. 18. Oh my, why did you get 18 here? Oh my god. Okay. I'll manage. I'm calm. You guys are calm? I'm calm.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, well, I was not expecting you to get an 18 at any point.
It's supposed to be a good thing? Question mark. Having higher? I don't know.
It's a door to the
Yeah,
real world.
because the plus is better for us.
Right. Yeah, that's the implication, right? Because why would we get a bonus for doing well on the guide? Right. If it wasn't a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, on your journey through the mountains, you are going from higher up and on your way down. And just a second, I have to gather everyone here to this brand new map. Ba-ba-ba.
I didn't know that would do that. I was wondering what this little icon was.
Welcome, everyone. You are descending down the mountains, and you can see there's this huge cliff face. They have a giant bridge, which is seemingly sized for larger creatures than you, to the extent where there's a little bit of a gap between all of these individual planks, making it kind of frightening to go across. But you're able to see that there's a figure on the other side. Everyone make a perception check to see if you're able to recognize any features about them. Wow. Genesis and Happy, you are able to discern one simple feature about them.
It's a snowman.
That's right. It's a snowman. It's oh wait, I can't say that. Disney will shut the show down.
Oh no.
No, it's a normal person, not a snowman. However, you recognize this Isaac's not here. You don't know this uniform. It looks similar to the Harmony Patrol, but it's a bit different.
Oh.
Wait, didn't I tell them about the elite CHP units?
Isaac would have told them, but they wouldn't recognize the uniform, right? Like they haven't physically seen it. But yeah, it does look similar, and you were saved by one of these Harmony Patrol guys.
If he's supposed to be on the map, we don't see it physically.
That's correct. You should not be able to see it. They're kind of off scene here, but they're heading in your direction.
Do they see us?
They seemingly do not see you.
Oh.
You can see that they clearly have like a weapon on their back.
Are they large? Are they large because this bridge is large?
No.
Or the other way around?
They're also medium.
Okay.
Jockrop keeps a lot of big stuff with him.
Should I blow my horn? I feel like I should blow my horn.
Do what you want.
Hog, do I even recognize it's similar to a Harmony Patrolman uniform? Because I don't think I've ever seen Harmony Patrolman.
You've seen one Harmony Patrol officer. They gave cake out to everyone.
Yeah, our friends. Wait, did I even see that guy? Because I was in hell.
Yeah, you just didn't get cakes. You got like the scraps of food.
Oh, okay.
Yo, so we going across the bridge or what?
There's a guy there. We should figure out what we're doing with the guy first.
So the guy's like, he's on the other side of the bridge. That snowman was not Pog.
No, I don't think so.
He's on the other side of the bridge. He's slightly off screen here, but he's approaching.
Should I blow my horn?
Astros, what do you think we should do?
I mean,
The
the same thing
snowman
you
off
do
here.
with any person. You go
That's
talk to
gross.
them. If they're not friendly, then you
Okay.
beat them up.
All right.
Alright. I'll blow my horn, and then I'll wave.
Hello? Hello?
Do I need to roll anything for
You shouldn't roll.
performance?
We don't want to announce that we're here from Jockrop or anyone that's following us.
It's a horn. It's not like going to go miles.
Is it a
Well, this
Jockrop horn?
No, it's a horn.
Oh yeah, go for it.
It's on
That
the
sounds
other side
freaking
of the
awesome. That's
bridge.
badass.
All
Just
right.
announcing us with the horn.
I
Let's go.
have like a heraldic like horn. We can go
All right.
toot toot. We're here.
Go ahead and make a go ahead, I guess, performance check to see how well you can play. I've actually
14.
played on one. I've played on one of these before. They're actually
Wait.
quite hard to get different partials on.
Not
Just so-
13, 16, because I have proficiency in horn. I don't have proficiency in performance.
Okay, this person takes off their helmet and like reaches their cloak back. You can see now as they're approaching that they are a Kenku. They, however, have this incredible looking mechanical greatsword on their back. This has 2 capsule loaders. They reach out and they raise one hand up.
I'll wave enthusiastically.
I raise my hand up as well and say, hello!
All right. Relax with the capsule loaders. We come in peace.
It's just on his back. We're fine.
Kenku can't speak, can they? Is that something I know? Can they?
They can
Kenku speak?
replicate sounds.
That they've
Are
heard
they
before.
animals?
Friendly? I'm gonna say friendly out loud. No, they're human. They're like people.
It
It's
cocks
middle.
its head a little bit. Then it points to you and... Happy.
All right. Have a good day.
It points over to another one. Calsevier!
Uh-oh. Wait,
Then it
these
points
voices-
over at Genesis. Wielder!
Sorry, I'm
that voice.
I don't know anything about a wielder, but I'm Genesis.
Whose
It's nice to
voice
meet you.
Whose voice is that?
I just crossed the bridge.
As you cross the bridge, it tightens its grip on the sword.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no, there's no need for any of that.
The Rising.
No, man. We're not
yes.
the Rising.
We're just a passing by. If you'd like to, is that
Doctor-
alright if we just pass by?
Jokrub's inner sanctum is playing tricks on your mind. You think we're people we're not.
Make a deception check with disadvantage because that's the most batshit thing I've ever seen.
We don't even have anything for. Oh, I do. Oh, surprisingly. All right. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. What do we
Yeah, someone give the advantage so it gets her the second roll.
It's a 20 and a 7. He just
That's tough.
stares at you and without a word, like with his beak, pulls out a capsule from inside his cloak and puts it into one's chamber.
What? You don't like the Rising? I take it. You got no problem with me then, right? I'm not part of the Rising.
Hey, if he fights us, you fight with us, okay?
Carrie, if you encounter the Rising, watch out. I believe that they're still on our side, but there's a chance that they may find out about the Faith Project.
Yo, dog, what's he
Sorry,
talking about? What's his
We
faith
don't know
project?
anything about a faith project. We're still on your side. It's nice to see another person from the Harmony Patrol.
Make another deception check, Happy.
We haven't raised our weapons to you.
Is this one with disadvantage as well, or?
No, you're not saying something as ludicrous as like, I'm a figment of your imagination. Let me pass, please. Okay.
Wait, so your name is Carrie then? Hello, Carrie.
He lowers the blade, but still like stares at you.
We are just on our way to the temples. I've so wanted to see them for such a long time.
Wait. How'd you end up in here? Did you attack Jokrub?
It may be a long while before you make your way back to me, Carrie, but understand I will have a place for you. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. However many years it takes to get back, I promise you, Carrie, you will be rewarded. We must investigate if there's a way to find more of the white substance.
Do we recognize the voice?
What is that? I'm trying to remember. I think
Chakras.
Go
Claude's
ahead.
not going to tell us. Oh,
Go
wait.
ahead and make a insight check. This is just
Oh.
of your memory. And the only ones who can make it are the Rising. Genesis, you would
Oh.
not know. But Happy and Cal might.
Wait, is this?
Happy, this is familiar.
This is. It's Sovereign. Oh, who is this?
Not Sovereign.
It's not Sovereign. Who is?
Hey, Cal, you can also make an insight check if you'd like to try to remember the voices.
Hmm.
You don't remember, but it's very familiar.
What the?
It sounds a bit like the hand guy.
And Umbra?
Yeah.
Isn't he dead? He gone?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Carrie's been here for years.
I don't think. Would Hannah Remember know about
Well,
the
if
white stuff?
Carrie's been here for years, how did he know what the Rising was? We haven't been around for years.
Well, time is like messing up.
Well, I mean,
What?
what? Then
Carrie,
I'm
Yeah.
saying that, like after we killed the first aspect, someone sent Carrie here, and then it's been like a while, and we've killed a bunch of aspects since then.
Well, it's slower here than out there, right?
Carrie blinks for a while. Vonari!
I don't
Then it
see
looks
anyone.
at you.
Is that your name?
No,
Are you
their name is
Vonari?
Carrie.
No, I'm
Carrie.
Afros. I'm not some.
My name is Herschel.
I'm gonna start walking with my hands up.
Isaac!
Start walking with my hands up.
No, you wouldn't say Isaac. Sorry, I'd say miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous. My hands are up. My hands are up. We're just passing by, okay, Carrie? It's nice to see a friendly face, but we're just passing by.
I finally got my armor on again. And my shield. Then my
Carrie takes a
robes.
step forward and holds the sword up to the rope.
Oh my god! Don't do it, Carrie. My hands are up. Look, I'm not.
Guys,
I come
you know,
in peace.
like these
Don't do
names
it,
he's
Carrie.
saying or something. Like, can you like?
Carrie, if you do it, you will regret it. Don't do it, Carrie. Please don't do it.
Happy, maybe you should come back.
How high up is
Do
this
you-
bridge?
Carrie,
You are looking down and you start to get vertigo.
Oh shit!
I'd like to
Carrie,
say
do you
that
have
he's
a
probably-
message for us? Is that why you sought us out?
It cocks his head, and then pauses for a bit. You've got to keep an eye out. I'm not saying go into the tower, but Mr. Bird, no one else can get close to this thing. We need to know if Jock Rob is approaching or not.
Yeah, you know, guys, like he seems to know people that you guys know. Maybe he's actually on our side. Like,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. My hands are up.
You
Don't
Make an
Yeah.
insight check.
you want information on the temple? We could help you with that.
Happy, make an insight check.
Okay. Big insight in the chat.
Happy, Carrie is afraid of you.
Oh. Okay.
Carrie does not know, like, if you are going to be hostile or not, and you get the sense that they are like a very experienced fighter from the way that they look at you. Like the first thing that they did was they looked at you up and down to see how you would be attacking. They looked for ranged combatants because they saw like this huge gap.
Right.
As soon as you got on the bridge, the first thing they did was put the sword up to the ropes. Like, this is a veteran fighter, and they've seen a lot, and they didn't live this long by trusting people.
Listen,
Oh.
I know we came from the tower and that looks bad, but we escaped from it. We managed to smuggle some thieves' tools in, and Happy broke us all out. We went through the water level and everything.
Genesis, make a persuasion check.
I'm very good at that. 10.
I mean, you confirmed that her identity is Happy. That must do something.
look, man, we just want to go stop those barriers so that we can all get out of here.
Here, look. I'm gonna take off my cloak of Elvenkind, drop it down. See, I'll take my stuff off. But
Wait, did you drop it?
No, it's on the bridge. It's on the bridge.
Okay, I thought you like dropped it off the bridge. Like, what? Okay.
Just showing I'm not. I'll drop my weapons and the gear
okay.
too. Like,
go ahead and roll again, Genesis. You now have advantage as everyone's helping you. You're being
Hooray!
assisted.
4.
oof.
Carrie,
You
at
touched
this
the bridge.
point,
You have advantage, though, right?
yeah,
Well,
that's
that
why I'm
was
saying
pretty
roll
well.
again, because there's a 10, and you're now being aided. Carrie takes
Oh.
the sword, and looks like they're about to bring it down, but then they stop, and they hold the sword back, and quickly this sword transforms. You can see like this thing goes from a long sword to being the size of a dagger as it like compartments close up and the thing compacts in on itself. You can see the 2 chambers for the capsules are still loaded, but it's a smaller weapon, and they put it off to the side and put their cloak on. They step aside, allowing you to pass.
I'll grab my cloak, but I won't put it on. I'll just have my cloak in my hand and I'll walk by. And I'm gonna do the Stonewall salute.
Hello.
As you pass Happy, there's a brief silence, and then he speaks up again. Don't get too close. The Rising will eventually become your allies in there if you encounter them. But always remember, we are going to be on opposite sides of a war.
I don't
Isn't Percy,
understand.
is it? I
Can
don't
you,
think so.
can you like elaborate on what you're saying to us? I don't understand why you think we would turn against you.
He is speaking what someone else told him. He can only repeat the things he's heard.
Well, you can stitch them together to make like novel sentences.
Damn.
What was that, Puck?
They stare happy in the eyes. Damn.
Them?
Or damn.
Damn,
Damn.
Daniel. They're looking at my shoes, my boots of elfenkind.
Damn, Daniel.
Oh shit,
Them.
that was the hand's accent.
Oh,
The
Percy?
hand had a southern accent, remember?
It's Percy?
No, it
Nod
was
your
a
head.
damn. It was a southern accent. That was
No, he said them in response to me saying something, I think, right? Because he looked at me and said,
Yeah. You are saying he. You are being
Oh.
corrected.
oh.
Based.
That was still the Hand of Umber's voice, though I can't recognize that in character.
That
No,
is the
no,
Hand of
sorry,
Umber's
Steven
voice?
that had the southern accent, sorry.
Well, thank you for letting us pass by. You're welcome to tag along.
They
We're
shake
on
their
our
head.
way to the temple. If you're heading to the tower, we could tell you some stuff about it.
Yeah, like the first room. If you get sucked in there, there's no air. It's all water. So
It's water.
If you can
and-
find a reliable source of this white substance, we can cut Wielder out of the picture.
I feel like it's Percy, guys, or something like that. It's because it's the
Genesis. It seems they want to cut you out of the picture.
I don't remember Percy's voice, sadly, but I feel like it's obviously someone from Capcree. Just trying to figure out.
Can you? It seems like you know a lot more about what's going on than we do. Would you mind like writing things down and talking to us? I don't understand the things you're saying to us.
I have a quill and some ink and a book. If you would
sounds
like
like a
to
drug
write
dealer to me.
something
He wants to
down.
light stuff.
They
Here.
look at this and they agree. They write something for a bit. And they have quite beautiful handwriting. They send it to you. It reads, "I apologize, but I've already probably said too much. As an executor of the New Harmony Patrol, once I return to my post, I will have much more importance to play. I cannot give any more than I've already given, and I apologize for making you think that we are allies."
Well, this information wouldn't be of any detriment for you to share. Do you know of any hazards on the way north that we should be aware of? Since you seem to have come from that direction.
They pause and they turn around and they write in the book once again, "If the worm catches you in the desert, there is no way to avoid it."
The worm. Sandworms, of course. I've encountered those before.
Well,
Thank you, Carrie. Have
it
the
does sound
best
like you
of
know.
luck.
It does sound like you know too many secrets. Consider visiting your local cult of Negroxton. They can get rid of secrets. I'm just saying, if
No.
you ever feel like it's too much, or you want to glorify one of the gods of the Conclave.
I feel that's the one thing I couldn't be amiable about.
Oh, it's
I've
each.
devoted my life to learning many of nature's and the universe's greatest wisdoms.
Okay, first of all, that's heresy, but secondly, it's Carrie's decision, not yours. They can make whatever decision they want.
It's Carrie's
Carrie's
decision
gone.
about me
Carrie's
losing
out
my
of here.
memories. Yeah.
They just leave while I'm proselytizing to them?
Yeah.
They left a while ago.
I thought you were talking to me.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Carrie's out.
Very gone.
Did you see the token slowly move across? Well, that's a good sign for the rest of the journey that the first person we come across was so kind.
Kind of wanted his sword, but I already got this cool bastard sword.
That was a very interesting sword. Well, let's keep going while we're still young.
Well, let's hope he doesn't go tell Jokra where we're going.
Well, I don't know why you wanted to hide that you were part of the Rising. Do I know? Does Herschel?
We didn't.
Have
We
you
weren't.
ever mentioned that?
We weren't hiding that we're part of the Rising.
But I'm not part of the Rising. Whatever the Rising is.
But it seems like if they would ally with the Rising, then they would not ally with Jokrub.
Yeah, they're not allied with Jailbreak.
Sounds
Yeah,
like they
so we
were
don't-
temporarily allied with the Rising and
I mean, there's more to the
warned
world.
that they wouldn't be in the
especially-
future.
There's
Yeah,
more
it's-
to the world, especially where we come from, than just Jailbreak. There are other factions that we have to consider our allegiances with.
They said they were trying to cut out this wielder guy.
Wielder is a member of the Rising that provides this white substance, which is a cure for a disease that's
There
racking
you go.
Could
out
you
the city.
describe this white substance?
I'm immune to disease.
That kind of looks
so-
like sugar and. Never mind. Continue.
I don't really know. I haven't interacted with it much.
Oh,
Wielder would know better.
well, we'll keep an eye out for anything white while we travel. It sounds important.
Look around for anything white.
This stone it's more
Herschel's
of an
beard-
eggshell.
Herschel's
I pick up
beard is
a,
actually
like a
red.
rock, and it's more of an eggshell. I wouldn't exactly call it white. I'll just put the
Yeah,
rock
me
back
either.
down.
On to the next one. Jay-Z, on to the next
All
one.
right. You guys go to sleep. Do you have any food at all?
Yo,
We
Yeah,
didn't
we
get
just
to hunt?
hunted, didn't we? We got like 2070 billion on hunting.
did we hunt? I don't remember, but if we
You-
did,
you
then
never gave
that's
us a
sick.
chance
Yeah, do you
to-
have any food at all? Because if you do... Wait. Calcivere's a ranger. Hold on. This changes things.
You can cast Goodberry, Cal.
I thought each day we'd get a chance to do stuff before we slept, like go hunt.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just looking to see how being a ranger affects this. Calcivere's a
Life is much-
coastal ranger, however.
Coast.
How
yeah.
Oh.
what
Are we
time
near
of
the
day
coast?
was it when we left the tower?
Well, you can
Huh?
sort of consider the edge of the map to be a coastal area,
Yeah.
That's... No.
but you can sort of consider it that way.
Was your
Yeah.
surprise at rolling at 18 that you expected the Rising to be the ones to, or Team Shipwreck to be the ones to encounter them?
No, just that I shouldn't have put it here. It's such a big... I mean, I should have. It's just... Man, 18 is a wild one. There's some other wild ones here. 18 just the wildest, because encountering him in that particular location.
Let's go
Oh.
25 next time.
Yeah, there's some good stuff when you get up here.
Your boy
What-
Carrie. Your
What time of
boy
day
slash
was it
girl
when we
Carrie, your
exited
person
the tower?
Carrie.
When you exited the tower, it was like shortly after breakfast, right? You ate
Okay.
breakfast and then you moved out.
Okay, yeah.
Cake for breakfast. It truly is a prison.
Okay.
Right. Well, I would advise that before we reach the desert, we should at least try to find some source of food while there's still foliage.
So hunters,
Yeah.
let's see some survival checks.
How bad is this gonna be?
Hell yeah.
Oh
It
yeah,
literally
not
cannot
20.
get any worse. It literally cannot get any worse.
We
What?
got a 1 and then a 20.
Zero.
They bring identical looking mushrooms. One's deadly poisonous and one's safe to eat.
The yin and the yang.
All right, Calcivere. I think as you're going hunting through these areas here, you are not used to mountainous terrain, as these are very uncommon in Hamishorum. So you're not sure what to look for, and you spend a lot of time like climbing around pointlessly. Aphros, on the other hand, you're a little bit more pragmatic with it, and instead of looking for like a big haul, you just on the way throughout, you take what you can, and by the end of it, you've amassed enough food. Calcivere, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. And this is basically as you're climbing, do you hurt yourself? What you do?
No.
Ouch.
No.
All right,
While they're out
Calcivier
gathering,
is injured.
does this count as a short rest?
Yeah, I think it would count as a short rest here.
Because we couldn't keep going.
As you are not using rations, you move at half speed, however. Right, because you have to hunt for food.
Okay.
You got to be looking at. Get this freaking. I'm so
What
mad.
happened? You good?
I'm so mad right now at this pyramid blocking my view.
Illuminati, baby.
Just delete it, please. Jesus Christ.
What pyramid? I don't see a pyramid. I just see
I tried like 7 times to click the icon and I kept hitting the pyramid.
Yeah, we're still on the
I'm
bridge
gonna
map right
refresh
now.
Roll20
Okay.
because
New World
I
Order,
guess
man.
we're seeing a new
Trying to-
map.
Yeah,
Trying to
no,
keep
you
the
should be
DM
there.
down.
I did move it. So you guys are moving at half speed, so you get.
Well, how many rations did
I thought you do like 8 hours of
uh,
walking, and then once you're camped up, you go hunt.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like,
I need things
I don't
explained
understand.
to me sometimes.
Otherwise, you're doing nothing for 16 hours.
Hang on, I'm trying to
See.
find it out because you guys started from here, so half a hex. And then...
It was like I think the thing that we had planned. Maybe I'm wrong.
There you go. There you are.
Oh yeah, there you go. We're
I
planning like
was trying to
2.1.
do math because you guys start from here, and I'm just trying to see how far do you go.
Why is it doing the
here?
edge of the thing for me? It was 2.5, if I remember correctly.
If you hold Alt,
if
you hold Alt, you can start from anywhere.
There we go. It was like
but
this.
now it's defaulting to starting from an edge, where it
Yeah.
used to default from starting from the center.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's because I moved the map and while trying to.
Because the hexes aren't.
Illuminati strikes again.
The hexes is just like an image, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to line up with the actual grid. Yeah, there you go.
Good
There you
enough.
go.
I mean, we know that it should be center to center. So I mean,
This is good enough. This is like kind of off center, but it's fine. Oh, there we go.
Doesn't have to be perfect.
This is better.
Because
the freaking Illuminati grid. I'm telling you.
Yo, no one drew it. I know that, right?
I've got to decide
Illuminati
what spells to recover. I used a lot of spells in that.
You guys are able to get food. Calcivier, you've been injured. I'm going to roll a. Let's see. I think 1d4 makes sense. Give me a 1d4 here, and this will be how many hit dice do you lose from this injury.
Wow.
Hit dice?
That's right. That's right, baby.
Oh my god.
That's another new mechanic. You lose hit dice. You spend hit dice, and you don't get them back when you heal.
For like food and exhaustion, or like if you don't eat.
Yeah, for injuries during travel, I think it's a better way of handling injuries.
That's
hit dice.
That's
okay.
Huge. Oh wow, this is dangerous.
It just makes for us worse.
Well, where is?
Genesis is gonna sit by the fire and play his horn.
Can I use my second wind instead of one of the hit dice?
Use your second wind instead of one of the hit dice?
Yeah, because they have the same. Okay.
All right. Just so you know, when you're playing horns like that, you have like a number of lip partials that you can do. So like a very good player of these horns might be able to do 4 pitches. 5 if you're like actually quite good. It's very difficult to play multiple partials on these horns with good volume. But you have
valves.
You have one with valves?
I don't know if there's like different items. I assume it's like the same proficiency and all that stuff.
Yeah, and just asking, you described it as like a horn, and like horns like that usually do not have valves to make them easier and much lighter.
Yeah, it's kind of like a couple valves. Maybe like 3.
Wonderful
Thanks a
tune.
lot.
You know, I have found that a tune during travel is an excellent way to keep spirits up. I foresee good events in our future.
Yeah, I want to be able to play actual music.
You can play actual music with like without valves. It's just you have limited notes, so you can only play like certain notes, and you have like scales that you can play out of.
So we did travel 8 hours, right?
Yeah. It was just I was
Okay.
trying to figure out how
Mage.
far to travel,
Okay.
and then the little Illuminati pyramid kept trolling me, and I just started raging.
I was just
As
asking because
punch and
now
drag.
mage armor is gone for me.
Okay. So everyone, you have a comfy little night. Next morning,
Long rest. Good.
long rest.
And we have food, right?
hmm You've got food. You
For
ate the
one
food.
day.
Now you have no food again.
Okay. Give me a minute or two to now change some spells around. This is my first opportunity.
Okay. And just behind the scenes here, I'm demoing stuff for Lascalia, and one of the things is one of the damage you can take is you lose hit dice, which you can imagine
That's
in
tough.
Deadly Realism can become a
That-
problem.
That might be a bit much. 1d4.
Yeah, 1d4 is like pretty high.
I'd say maybe just a flat 1.
Let's do the session for now. We can talk about like the
Okay.
mechanics after.
Probably don't need Earthbind.
So while I was doing that, I'll talk with Cal. So Cal, I guess we got like this hunting thing going on. What even is it like to be hungry?
Have you any, to have the need, have you felt desire for more? Have you ever reached for something that was beyond you?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I suppose perhaps you've said that you have no memories of these things. Well, let me tell you. Oh, when I was young, something quite terrible happened to me. And for the rest of my life, ever since then, I have been trying and trying not to reach for the stars, but to reach for my home. To know something small, something that I once had. And to claw up from that chasm, to look down over the edge that I have fallen down, and to realize that I'm mere feet from the floor. The climb is... oh, it's so terrible. To realize that you have so far to go. And to be hungry? To be hungry is to realize that you are slipping into that chasm, and when you even touch the floor, it will all be gone. To be hungry is to be near the bottom of that pit. To be near the shark-infested waters.
There is a simple grace in that, is there not? Some things are beyond our ken as mortals. They belong solely to the gods. Is hunger of reaching towards divinity?
I see nothing divine in the quest for sustenance.
I mean, surely you saw enough people that were hungry in that tower. The body stops
Didn't
being able
really
to function
do.
properly.
Yeah, we didn't really do small talk there.
Afros, it seems that you may have surrounded yourself with those who were your peer. There is something quite different between being surrounded by servants who you know go without on many days, and to be one of them who scrounges for the scraps, to touch the dust on the floor and to lick it.
Yeah, alright, Mrs. Heaven the entire time. I had to fight for my scraps.
The entire time. You think that my life has been luxury.
I don't know what you had to
I
experience.
find that there is serenity to be obtained through modesty, through what's the word? I can't remember the word. Through
Perhaps in serenity you can find that word. But for me, there is nothing serene.
What's the word? If you've ever played the Oregon Trail, it's when you set the food you eat to the lowest. What is that?
I don't remember.
I have no idea.
I think
Sorry,
I
Herschel.
think I must have felt this hunger at some point, or else I never would have removed my memories, but I could say that I wonder what I was hungry for, but perhaps that would just lead me down the wrong path again.
Sereth
I think-
begins to chime up Calcivir,
Oh, yeah.
but only you can hear this. Damn foolish paladin of Negroxtum. Has their memories altered and doesn't question if the gods have the best intentions for them.
The gods have no intentions for us.
Can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
Ah.
So, should we hunt now or after walking?
Oh,
Can
right, hunger.
I think of what would be good to look out for in terms of what to eat or drink in a desert? Can I make a roll of so I can give advice to the hunters on that?
Yeah, look for cactus.
Yes, but you'll make 2 rolls here. One of which is survival, and then the other one is persuasion, and how well are you able to explain
Oh,
to
I
the
was-
hunters.
I was wondering if nature would come up.
19,
But
and
nice.
then
But it doesn't seem like
persuasion,
knowledge
which
nature.
Nature can come up in some of these checks.
if it's nature, it would still be an 18.
Okay, now
and
make
then you
a
said
follow-up persuasion. Right.
13. I mean, do I
Uh,
have to persuade the party?
Well, it's not persuasion in this case as much as it is can you explain it?
Communication. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, so you know basically like the things to look out for in deserts, that like how to find water and cacti and such. There are cacti in these deserts, you assume, or you hope, otherwise
Yeah.
things will be bad. You know like what kind of food sources there are, and to specifically look for oases. You also know that traveling the desert without food and water is a terrible idea, and yet here you are.
Did we pass like any body of water
No,
before we made it to the? There were no like rivers or anything.
no.
do I have my water
Okay.
skin?
You would have your water skin.
So, actually, I forgot we were talking about, like, mundane hunger for a second, not this metaphor thing. I read in a book once that most species can actually, like, survive a couple of weeks without food, so I was thinking we could save some time. Instead of hunting, we could just keep walking.
Yeah, but we need water.
It's
We need
true.
water
You
every
could
day.
go
Every
and you
day?
can get water from
Nope.
cactus
It's
or
like
rabbits or
30 days without food, 3 days without water.
We just
Yeah,
spent
but
a
then we'll
whole
get
lot of
there, we'll
time
be
at Jockman's water
exhausted.
tower.
and unable
I
to
mean-
take on the monument.
You couldn't have, like, taken what you needed from the water tower? Just, like, drink a whole bunch of that and get it over with for a week
You
or
guys
two?
still have water skins. It's just
Yeah.
at some
Did-
point the water skins will run out of water.
Yeah. They probably filled up on their own while we were walking through the water.
They have stalkers, but yeah,
A lot of sharks live in salt water.
they were skeletons.
There-
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know.
I've
Also,
heard
they
of
were
the
skeletons.
salt. The chefs use it to make things taste better, right? So you're saying it's very good water that Chocolate had?
No, typically we need fresh water.
Oh,
Yeah, we got enough salt as it is. We
Okay.
don't need more.
there are quite a lot of restrictions on this.
All right, day 2.
Hold on, let me finish. I think I've got the spells I want. Hold on, do you guys think I need absorb elements?
Nice scene. Inspiration given out.
Hey!
Hey! Ah! Alright, yeah, absorb elements is not bad. We don't know what's going to be in Northwestern Monument. It could
Yeah.
be fire elementals.
We also
Fire
got to
elementals
worry
in the
about
other
the
place.
worm.
Also, I kind of established I am familiar with desert worms. Can we quantify how much I know right now? Can I
Probably
make
talking about
another roll?
purple worm.
To know about what you know about.
Like, what would I know about this desert worm we were warned about?
How do we avoid it?
There's
Bother-
no desert worm. It's the push-wheat jungle feral worm.
There is a.
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Nature. 19.
Cassie specifically
Herschel.
told us about it.
Yep,
Herschel's
you
good
have
at
been.
this.
You've heard about the worm from the guy, and you know a little bit about worms to know that specifically desert worms that are larger are not very common. There are large worms, but the problem with large worms in the desert is there's not really enough water for these creatures to sustain large bodies. So huge desert worms are not as common.
But
However,
I've heard of them.
yes, you've heard of them. They're smaller. They're on the smaller side. And when I say smaller side, I mean like medium to large.
Like a
but
graboid.
Exactly. Like you're not going to see any colossal sized creatures.
Okay.
Dark sure is fond of worms.
Shape water. Okay, what can I use?
But what you also would know is that the way that this guy was talking about it, they're probably talking about something else. Larger worms have been known to go through deserts before while traversing. And then they leave behind like very strange tracks. And this specifically tends to happen in Lehava. In Lehava, there's like deserts that can be found as well, and larger purple worms and such make their way through. And as they're traversing from one area to another, sometimes you see like huge tracks, and people go, "What the hell's this? What is this?"
Can I get a ruling from you? Would mold earth work on sand?
Yes.
It specifically says dirt. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
All right. Because one of the Tasha's thing is I can swap out a cantrip on a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I attune to the cursed sword?
Yes.
Nice.
Very nice.
Or to know all my stuff too. And
That I
remake it.
don't know is cursed.
I
Yep.
could tell you the aspects of that magical sword if you would like.
Well, we have a short rest. We can just identify it. We got a long rest for there.
Yeah, I should identify when I want.
Oh yeah.
But
I always forget that. I just love identify. I'm gonna take.
Did you say that I don't get my hit dice back when we long rest?
You get up to half.
Yeah.
So what level are you? 7?
7.
You get 3 back.
Well, no, they took the special Lucalia damage, so I think you don't get them back, right?
You
Yeah,
do.
but then we long rested.
Yeah, you get them back.
so I guess 3 of the 4 you lost.
So in this campaign, it's not as big a deal, but you can see how if it takes a week to get a long rest, how this
Probably don't
becomes
need-
more. Anyways,
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take mold earth. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess shape water could be useful for getting stuff like water out of stuff. So I'm gonna hold on to that.
It is a desert, but that does mean that we're going to be tricked. And we're going to have to fight water elementals that look like
Is there
air
anything-
elementals.
Is there anything worms don't like smelling?
Where's plus
wow,
2?
look at how good this sword is.
Holy shit, that's so
Oh,
good.
it's so good.
That's so good. Oh my god. That sword is overpowered. Man, you guys really got.
Like
Yeah,
I
indeed.
said, it's all of your good deeds coming back.
all-
Do we know the full nature of the curse yet, though?
No,
No.
haven't used it yet.
Do we
I would-
even
If it's
know
not-
cursed?
Oh, good.
No.
Yeah, see? So
And I would
tell us-
have no reason to use identify because he now knows what it does.
Yep. So
Alright.
this sword, when you hit people with it, it has a strange effect on their blood. Where as you hit them, if you make contact, it causes their blood to curdle.
Oh.
That sounds very painful.
It is.
Mm.
It does necrotic damage.
Fucks with their proteins.
If the blood curdles, that mean you can technically make cheese from it? Because cheese is like curdled milk in a specific way, right?
Turn them into a
I'm gonna
sausage
gag.
of
I'm gonna
blood
gag
sausage.
from hearing that.
Yeah, I'm talking about like that's more blood sausage, which is the thing that people eat. People do eat like
Yeah, I
curdled
know, but
blood.
that's blood in like stuff. You don't like curdle it and then like, all right, we're done with this.
Why not? People
Well,
do
you
that.
have to filter it, and then it becomes
Oh,
cheese.
it's 1d4, not 2d4.
The rest of the blood is whey, and then the curdled blood is the cheese.
Yeah, people do
Right,
eat that. That's
I'm playing my X card. I know blood sausage, but
Okay.
eating curdled.
Okay. All right, next day, everyone. 2d10, who's got it? 2d10
that's
plus
me, it's me.
4. Nice.
19. I did it good.
Damn.
19.
It's a prime number.
As you guys are walking through here, Scout, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Happy.
You can do it, Ape.
Investigation.
Ape. Roll the dice, Ape.
Investigation.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
Damn,
Happy
we're
you've
doing
succeeded
good.
by 5 or more. Wow. As you are walking through, you notice, as you're like watching things, that there is a little bit of a strange reaction to like some of the animals that you see, like desert beetles and such. And as you're like watching carefully, you decide to take a little detour and you follow them in their general direction. As you do, you come over a very large sand dune. You can feel like the sand is kind of whipping at your face. The sun's beating down on you. And then you see it. A desert oasis.
I immediately do the butterfly trail thing
Oh.
to let people know to come down this way.
The what thing?
Evan, the trail.
One of the effect. Yeah,
Oh, the
Happy
living
has
light.
that.
Oh, okay.
Genesis will follow it unquestioningly.
Presumably, Cal would tell you guys. Like, oh yeah, that means follow.
Wow, this is fortunate for us.
Andy.
Yep. In this area, you will have advantage on hunting. You will also be able to sleep easily. This will be a -1 to your arrival DC, and you can remove 1 level of exhaustion, as you are no longer directly in the beating path of the sun. There are actually some trees for shade here.
Yeah, probably while we're on the
I
road,
gotta
we've been
say,
going. We've been going
this
for a
is
couple
a-
of days, so we work through all of the sign language that we worked out, and then have like a sad moment when we're like, "Oh yeah, this is what we do if we want to talk telepathically, but we can't do that right now, I guess."
of all the time I've spent in deserts, and it has been a long time, I gotta say this is one of the best so far, and I expect it to stay that way. We must not be far from that monument. Cannot wait to see it.
Be here. All right. Good work, everyone. Hunters, let's see some hunting
With advantage.
with advantage.
That did not help. Oh no.
As you guys are looking around for things to hunt, you see like these animals that go by. There's one croc that you see, and you guys got your eyes on this croc. This is the Oasis crocodile. However, the Oasis crocodile, as you get them, one of the desert rocks come by, grabs the croc, and flies away with your food.
Cast
I throw a javelin at the rock.
Earthbind on the rock.
You cast
I don't know if-
Earthbind on the rock? You're not the hunter, though.
You're
You weren't
not
there.
with the hunters.
Oh,
Yeah, the hunter's
also,
range.
I also don't have Earthbind prepared.
Double fill.
I thought we were all around
Okay.
the Oasis area.
Look, I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
throw a
it's-
javelin at it and do trip maneuver so that it falls into the air.
Is a rock an animal or a magical beast?
It's a
Big ass
beast.
bird.
Ooh, I can speak with animals. I'm gonna speak with animals and be like, "Wait, we can help you."
Yeah, that'll work well.
Okay, try to hit the rock. See if you hit the rock.
Wait,
That's Matt
me?
throwing
The javelin?
javelin.
The javelin.
Yeah, you chuck a javelin at the rock.
Does it hit?
If I had any more inspiration to give, I would give it.
Its
Like-
wing, as it like flaps its wing down, it just kind of knocks the javelin out of the air with just the huge force of wind coming out of this massive beast's wings.
Are you doing a trip maneuver? Then you have a Athletics, not your attack.
Yeah, but it's when I hit, right?
Right.
Anyone want to give it inspiration?
The rock is flown away with the croc.
Oh, I get it. They rhyme.
Rock
So
and
you're Aphros. So that means you need to find.
Huh?
What's a desert fruit that ends with the os?
Craphros.
The legendary macaroni and cheese plant of the desert.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
All right, everyone, I've got bad news. You got a -4 as you no longer have food.
What about like the trees around here? You know, I'm picturing the typical palm trees. You know, that's the typical thing that no coconuts or anything.
Unfortunately not. There is a date tree, but it has not borne fruit yet.
Oh, if only you had Isaac here.
This means we'll have +0 instead of +4.
Yeah, you're still good. You also have a level of exhaustion now.
You don't get
Does that
a
include
con
me?
save to do that?
Yeah,
To avoid the exhaustion?
yeah, con save to avoid a level of exhaustion. Does not include, however, Genesis.
Pray.
Alright, con savers.
Ooh, that's not good.
I don't know how hard it is.
Oh,
It's your first day without food. You'll be fine. Good job, Aphros.
Oh, I can't give them advantage.
Wow, there's a lot of 8s,
Only I was
guys.
Cinder right now, and a boosted con save. Only.
Your stomach growls as you watch this giant bird disappear into the horizon as the sun's going down. But you can see the monument is approaching. It's a series of buildings, like these slabs of rock off into the distance.
Quick question. It's just while we were traveling, did we ever see other rocks just kind of flying around?
No, this is the first rock that you've seen, but you haven't been
Okay.
in the desert very long, so you don't know if there's like no rocks, if this is the only rock.
The water that the croc lived in, I want to use my Nare purify shape water to purify the water.
All right.
Like a cubic foot of it. And then continue on.
I can make tools. Maybe there's good tools that would help us with the food thing.
There's nothing to like cook or anything.
As you guys are starving in the desert, the sun goes down and a chill runs through all of your bodies. It is quite cold in the desert when the sun goes down.
I have a ring of warmth. I'm not affected by the cold.
Nice.
Why? Is that the magic item you picked?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Elsewhere, we see in the city of Slaypool. That's right, the capital S Slaypool that we all
Oh,
come to know
Cal-
and love.
Cal has to leave like a minute ago. Okay.
2 minutes from now. So, Wielder, have you decided if Corey is going to be helping you with the shop or not?
Oh, is this what we had talked about?
Yeah, is Corey
Yeah.
helping you with the shop?
Yeah, he's gonna help me out here.
Okay. We see as time passes in the real world, the shop, the forge is now open, and Corey is eagerly looking around. He's waiting for Wielder to show up. He's waiting. The rain starts beating down on him,
Oh.
and eventually he just goes home.
He knows
Like
I'm
a
a busy
fucking
guy.
puppy waiting for you to come home. Never
Um,
does.
If he
on
had
the
been
way
in the
there-
Waterside Guild, he knows I take long hiatuses these days.
Yeah. And on the way there, he stops by, he goes to the stone wall. Hey, y'all know if Wielder's been around? And he sees Damien, who looks like notably like really flustered and upset. Damien just kind of slams his head into like the desk. Huh? I wasn't sleeping. No, I wasn't sleeping. No, I haven't seen Wielder, Corey. Sorry. Corey just is like, okay. Then he goes by, he asks around at the church, hey, Vonari? Vonari? Knocking on the door. The door gets opened. And it's not Vonari, it's someone else entirely. He's never seen this person. Oh, y'all know Vonari? The man nods. Yes, I know my sister. Hey, you've seen Vonari around? No, I'm afraid I haven't. She hasn't stopped by the church either. I wanted to talk to her about something that's happened. Alright, fine. Let me keep asking around. Maybe I'll find out who's seen him. And so, Corey goes on a fruitless journey that will bear no results.
At least he's not dying, which is what I thought you were leading up to.
And that is where we'll end our session, everybody.
Good
Right.
session, everyone. Whoa, hoo-hoo, session.
Great session. Thanks to Forgotten Adventures. Shout out to Blix. Pick the shout out.
Shout out to hold on,
Left
give me a
Twix.
sec. Give me 1 second.
Look, we all know you're just gonna say Halo 3. Just get on
No,
with it.
shout out to Ketorolac, the painkiller that is saving me from intense pain.
Yeah, we're now just giving shout outs to products now. They're not even paying us.
Yeah, we are pro big pharma here.
We love corporations, especially
One thing-
Coca-Cola and Nestle. Rage quit. Oh.
One thing about us is we fully support Amazon and we wanted to absorb more companies.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I could just donate
Space
money to
should
Amazon, I
be
would.
privatized. You know, I'm glad Russia blew up that satellite last week. You know, all these things. But yeah, huge shout out to Ketorolac because it works.
All right, that's it. What do you guys want to call this
and
one?
Flomax. Also shout out to Flomax.
Do they have a side effect of death? That's the best side effect.
Breaking out
but it
with
has the
Herschel
side effect
Monroe.
of you no longer wanting to die because you're in so much pain.
Oh.
Well, let's not call it that.
Breaking
Anyone
out
have-
with Herschel Monroe.
Breaking. We've already done with
No,
Herschel.
that was getting
That's-
over it. Now
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
breaking out.
No.
But really, it should be named after Aphros because he's clearly the leader of this temporary party.
I
Is that-
actually am surprised at how reasonable Afros is. What a guy. Shout out to Afros.
Yeah, he's only,
Afro's
he's
a
only
Good young
lawful
man.
evil.
Afro's Afro.
He does have a big
Absconding
afro.
with Aphros.
Did you see, and then parentheses, that naked tree?
Oh.
I don't know the reference.
It's not a reference to anything, it's just a rhyme. And it's a reference to the gossipy plants.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
we were close to
day of the gossips, right? Like day of the triffits.
I don't know what a tripit is. You keep saying that.
You don't know what a triffit is, bro? Seriously? Get with
I'm
the
in favor of
times.
just Team Luck Break because we're so fucking lucky.
Triffit's like a really
amount of 20s we
obscure
got
like
today was-
sci-fi book where like the plants start walking and killing people.
What if we called this one Dune, no relation to the books?
Just dude.
No relation to the
It's called
books.
Dune.
Okay, I got it. Okay, what episode number is? What number is it?
45.
69.
Okay, Busan Fei 45, in quotes, just call it Dune.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's go!
Just
See you
call it
next
Dune.
Saturday, everyone. This time I will be 100% sure we're playing and actually do prep.
Base.
We're doing Shipwreck or Jailbreak again, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
love playing Herschel.
All right, have a good one, everyone.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.